no values. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear what your like opinions or policy or anything is. It's useless.
I'm win. I get it.
I'm gonna soy the fuck out right now. I am so fucking. I am angry. I want to fucking. I want to nuke the live streams. I want to. Well, I say nuke the live streams, but like blah 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 blah.
I just want to just say
hold on.
Nobody here is saying that we ought to be mean, that we ought to make
I gotta
fun
fucking
of the dead
do
little
my
girls,
shit.
that
Hold
we ought to
on.
do this or that.
Da da ba
It's just
do
like,
do
holy shit,
da
why
da
the
dee
fuck are you,
da da
like,
dee
sitting here
dum.
focusing on that when it's such a like. I'm sorry.
Because it's the reason we're losing. It's one of the primary factors of why we keep losing.
I disagree. I disagree that that's the reason that we're fucking losing. Are you fucking kidding me? Every single fucking time that there's a trans girl that kills herself on fucking Twitter, there's a million people underneath that post posting the soy jack of a fucking like trans person fucking hanging themselves. And for some reason, they still want the fucking vote. For some reason, they still want the vote. For some reason, when people poll, when people are polled, they say, hey, the economy, the inflation was the primary reason why I voted for Trump this time instead of Kamala. But for some reason, I have to sit here and have another liberal tell me that I have to be nicer when I say fuck Republicans.
There we go. Perfect. We're ready to soy rage.
Voting for people who are literally hunting people.
We are so ready.
I want to win. I don't care about being soy or edgy or anything. I want to win. I want to win.
I don't care if people are. I'm not going to fight them when they are. That's all I'm saying.
Stardust gets to go. Stardust gets to go.
I want to get on this fucking WIC panel so bad. I want to fucking yell at everyone.
I agree with the. So my main thing is when I'm talking
I want to fucking
about,
yell at everyone, dude.
like,
I'm like, I have had it up to here with these fucking delusional fucking retards.
Probably we should be willing to
Okay.
talk to them. We should be
All right, hold on.
we shouldn't be cutting them off out of our families. That's not a nice thing to do. We shouldn't, we shouldn't be opposed to talking with people. But I don't know.
God damn it! I fucking
I do think
can't.
that the purity spiral of the far left, right? Since we have been grouped with the far left, the purity spiral that they do obviously affects us. But if you were to ask me, again, like I said at the beginning of this panel, I don't think it's entirely the Democrats' fault. In fact, I think a lot of it
Hold on, I gotta fucking throw this up here. Here we go.
Specific movements within within the MAGA movement, and I think those movements you can see on the anti-intellectual left as well. And we need to actually combat those very aggressively. I think you can be aggressive as a liberal and be aggressive in your policies and aggressive in taking down the MAGA movement, while still not cutting off people and still not I don't know how many times Tolly would have to apologize to make Soy Pill satisfied, right?
I don't need any amount of apologies. That's again, you're not listening if that's what you think you're saying. I'm not trying to be mean here. The point is that she has nothing to offer us right now. Not that she needs to apologize.
Shut up! I'm not finished. Okay. So, anyways, so yes, like if we're gonna actually tackle like things that have directly led to this kind of like weird fucking movement crisis, right? We have again the anti-intellectualism of both the far left and the far right, and which has now like it's holding hostage the Republican Party, anti-establishment, anti-interventionism, right? And a lot of these things are things that you see again in the left and in the right, and those are movements specifically that we need to like actually take down very, very aggressively. And we need to take down some of these policies that Trump is implementing, and really combat why those things are really bad very aggressively. So yeah, my main advocacy here is like, I don't think we should be cutting people off or saying we can't work with them because they don't use the same exact verbiage.
I have to go
us,
load
right?
into a different
disagree. I want to give hold on. You want to give a lot of people are talking shit on Tally. I want to give Tally a chance to respond. Tally, you have the chance to respond.
Okay. Maybe someone. Well, okay. I'm gonna preface this a little bit, and then maybe I'll get down into some criticisms that I have. But I'm not looking to be a political thought leader. The reason that all I've been talking about for the last 2 weeks is my vote for Trump is because I came on as a co-panelist to WIC TV.
I'll figure it out in a moment.
Weeks went by chatting about different cultural topics when I mentioned that I voted for Trump, and people in the chat were shocked. They were surprised to hear that, okay? And they wanted to hear
figure it
about the
out
thought
eventually to
process and
fucking
what
call him
happened
up.
on my ideological journey, for lack of
She
better words,
here's the thing.
from
She
the
didn't even
left
have.
to the
She did
right.
not have an ideological
Then this
journey.
guy,
I
we
am so
decided to go
sorry.
do
Like,
it on Lib and
voting
Learn
on
instead
vibes
because
is not an
Econo
ideological
Boy
journey.
was asked to join in on the
You're just like,
conversation, and
this
then that blew up,
person
and it turns into,
speaks
you
to
know,
me. Like, this is some fucking.
why should we be
crystal shit.
listening to this disaffected liberal who this horrible person? Who
You're not
voted
a
for Trump,
disaffected.
you know,
Oh
as
my
some
god.
political thought leader. I'm not
I'm
trying to be
gonna
a
go
political
crazy.
thought leader.
She is
My
not a
comments on
disaffected
politics
liberal.
and
She's
things-
not.
sorry,
She
on
doesn't even have
culture
any
and things
views.
that I'm
What
interested
views do you
in.
have?
And
If you're
by the way,
vibes based
Swift chose
politics,
the-
if that's what your entire
the,
politics is,
title
you are
and
not a
the
liberal.
topic
I'm so
for
sorry.
today's
You don't hold any
conversation, okay? So
fucking
this is not
beliefs.
something that I
You don't hold
spend
liberal
all of my
beliefs.
time
If all you
talking
have are
about or
vibes,
thinking
you're
about.
not a liberal.
I feel like people are really
You just have
in
nothing.
bad
You have
faith.
no
yes,
ideology.
I raised my hand to vibes, and again, it's because at this
Your
point it's almost
ideology
a
is just
joke. I'm
vibes,
acknowledging yes that I
vibes,
voted
vibes.
based on vibes.
It's
When I say
vibes.
vibes, no, I do not mean whether I had breakfast in the morning or which side of the pillow was facing up when I woke up. I'm talking about cultural things. Okay, I've talked
It is
about
all
wokeness
vibes.
and this stuff, but there are lots of people. That's what I mean
So
by
we are
vibes.
yapping
They're
about
voting based on
vibes.
the way that the culture feels, that the way that their side feels, that the other side feels, and whether people like it or not, there are a lot of people who are having similar reactions. You
Right,
can
no, I
see it in
understand
me-
that, Tully. That's why I asked you what your like #1 policy was, and you were like, "Oh, this is why the left lost," and you won't answer the question. But Dev didn't answer.
No, I didn't say you asking me what my #1 policy was is why the left lost. Okay.
Well, can you just answer it?
I'm
Then?
saying it's. No, again, you can go watch the other conversation. This is
Why
not
is
what
it
this
so hard? It should
conversation
take
is
10
about.
seconds.
Listen,
Because
here's
if you had
this is
listened to any of the conversations, I was
Okay.
voting against the left. I was not voting
Okay.
for Donald Trump. I was voting
Okay.
against the left. I live in a blue state. It really is like
Okay,
the fact
cool.
that this
That's
is
all
the
you had to say.
interesting
There you
part
go.
of the
Was that so hard?
conversation
I was
to
voting
you.
against the left. Like that's all you had to say.
Yes,
So thank you.
yes, it is so hard because I've talked about this so goddamn much, and for you to have this
Oh
much
my
of an
God,
opinion,
this
you would
is
think that you would have
insane.
listened to anything that I have said before. Okay.
Well, I
But-
didn't listen because you had nothing
again,
substantive to say, and you
the-
just
the-
pointed out
why
again
are
that you
you
don't have
voting-
anything
wait,
substantive to
just
say.
wait.
Because your view is
I
the
don't
woke
think-
culture is so much worse. By the way, woke culture, part of woke culture and everything that people hate about it is, oh, people police their own too much, and which is what you're asking us to do is, hey, tell everyone to stop being mean. Don't use mean words against the Trump voters and all that. But by the way,
Well,
after he tries to
actually,
fucking
yes,
coup the
so-
government, I'll vote for
so-
the right because, well, the
so
left
by
is really woke and weird, and I think the
component,
trans stuff goes too far.
what
It's fucking
people mean-
ridiculous.
What there are two different See, and this is the thing too. It's like, oh yeah, you just hate trans people. Like that's gonna be your line. Oh, you're just racist. You're just a bigot. You just
Don't
hate trans
strawman me.
people.
Don't strawman me. I'm
Wow.
gonna vote for the left. Do not
That's
strawman me. I
crazy.
said
really
the trans stuff
Tally,
went too
just
far,
to
which is what
say
you said in
where
our
I'm coming
debate.
from.
Hold
Okay,
on,
really quick. This is
Sansol,
why
shut
I-
up.
This is why
Sansol, shut up. Sansol, shut up. We're having
So
a
he
back and
hasn't
forth.
even said
Okay,
anything.
Holly, finish your
That's
thought.
crazy. They're crazy.
I thought that she was done. so-
No, she gets gotten interrupted, and that's why Dev's trying to
Oh.
get her in here.
Well, I don't. Honestly, it's like what Soipil pauses, doesn't listen to anyone else speaking because he's talking to his stream to then jump in and interrupt and derail the conversation.
No,
Like,
I
what
can
is
hear
the point
two
of this
people at
even?
once. I
Again, this
understand.
is
Now,
a
I'm waiting for you to say
conversation. This
anything
conversation was
substantive.
supposed to-
Got him.
No, you're right. I have nothing substantive to say. No one should listen to me. Guess what? I'm not sure if you know this or not. No one is being forced to be here. Okay? There are people who are interested in the
All right,
thought
hold on.
process who have similar critiques of the left.
One
Okay?
Which
second.
And that's
chat?
why
Give
they're
me
here listening
Tolly's
to this
best
conversation and
recommendation. I want to hear it.
participating.
Okay, Dev, please. Uh-oh.
So I do have a good faith question for you, okay?
Yeah.
If you were just voting against the left and not for the right, why didn't you vote third party?
Uh-oh.
I mean, I wasn't
I
gonna
don't know
vote
if she
for
wants
Jill
to answer
Stein,
that.
First of all,
Uh-oh.
okay?
She cooked.
I
She's cooked now.
Why not?
I don't align with it. Well, number one, her entire platform was just being an anti-Zionist. Okay, so that's not a platform that I'm going to get behind.
That's wild.
And because frankly, I wanted to
That's
accurately signify my
crazy.
move, which was directionally to the right. My ideological shift since 2021, when
It
this
was
started for me,
to
has
the
been
vague
the
right.
Now that
To
puts
vague
me
the right.
firmly in the center. Depending on who I'm talking to, people say I'm either center left or center right.
All right, one
But
second.
I'm
I gotta
not all the
fucking.
way
I'll
on
be
the
right back.
right. I am not a
She voted because
Republican.
she voted for Trump
My-
because of
my
fucking
views
Israel.
have
And
moved
look where we're at now.
in the
Israel's
direction of the
fucking
right.
bombing the shit out of
And-
Palestine. I'm
I don't know.
Fucking
Again, Jill
weird.
So you
Stein's
moved
not
right, but
feeling
you're gonna
better
move.
to me
You're
at all.
gonna vote left in the next election after you've moved right.
So I didn't say I was
She could have
going
voted
to vote
fucking
left in the
libertarian.
next
She could have
election.
voted
I said I would not
libertarian.
vote for Trump again, which, by the way, doesn't matter because Trump is not going to be running
Well,
again.
you
And,
should listen to what
I
he's
am-
saying and what he said before the election about violating the 22nd Amendment and running for a third term. But maybe that didn't matter to you because the left was mean. Sorry.
So,
Yeah,
so
see,
Tally.
again, it's like it is such a fucking straw man. Oh, because the left was me and you just changed your entire worldview. That's not what happens, people. And this is again why I say I don't actually appreciate the way that Wick is describing it. I doubt that he's even giving his uncle a fair shake when he describes his uncle's transformation. And you're not going to like the answer to this because again, you think that anyone who's anti-woke is just a racist and a bigot and all of this stuff.
I don't think
But it's
that.
not
Don't straw
just,
man me,
oh,
please.
it's not just.
I'm very anti-woke, actually. You can watch a couple of my
Yeah,
videos on the soypillchannel.com.
You're super anti-woke. It's not just, oh, people on the left are interpersonally mean to me. It's also what the left is. So it's not just, oh, I'm a white guy and people, keep calling me racist. It's also a dogma of saying that white people are inherently evil, inherently racist. Have to start out
who's saying this that made you vote for the right?
for their sins. Who's saying this?
Yeah, who's saying? I'm not saying no one says this, by the way. By the way, I went to a very liberal college in 2016, so I'm very aware. But I also didn't drop all of my policies and vote for the right. So I'm just curious, who is saying this? That you're like, oh well, if I vote for the left, this will become more prominent, and they'll say that white people are inherently evil, and this is indicative of future things to come. So I got to vote for the guy who's threatening to run for a third term and is going to overturn my gay marriage.
This started out on the far left in academic spaces, and it has absolutely stretched into normal liberal discourse, where even if they're not saying, oh, white people are inherently evil, they are talking about whiteness as inherently oppressive. They are racializing in the way that they speak about the country and the policies that they implement. And there are a lot of people who feel like, I'm not going to vote for a party that hates me or that specifically wants to discriminate against me in some type of effort to atone for a history of racism or something like that.
So Tally, I completely agree with you, and I know exactly what you're getting at.
I fucking.
But I still want to know why the right then? Why not vote at all? Why not vote independent? Why not write-in? Why not just why vote for Trump specifically?
Sure. So even since the election,
I'm gonna walk that
I'm
back
absorbing
slightly.
new
I'm gonna walk-
information and my thinking,
I'm gonna fucking
changes.
soy the fuck out right now. I'm gonna soy the fuck
People,
out.
you are literally
hold
so
on. There we go.
aggravating. It's
There we go.
incredible.
Welcome to the club.
Because I had moved
There's
to
the
the
active
right. That's
link.
how I viewed myself. I viewed myself not
Alright,
just
hold
as
on.
like,
Now we're-
oh,
Kyla's
the
gonna
left
calm me
left
down,
me
okay?
and the left has gone too crazy.
Kyla's gonna say something
but
really
also I
smart and calm
viewed
me down.
myself as actually moving to the
Here we
right.
go.
And again, I think part of this is because I was sort of looking at the left and the right in the way that Tim Pool does. I brought this up before, but I think Tim Pool is
Well, that
correct
explains
when
it.
he says. I think
That
okay,
explains so much.
All right, so just
Erudite.
quick
Let
to be
her-
clear,
hold on, let her finish.
self-admitted, I'm as
That
fucking
explains
retarded
so
as Tim
much.
Pool, and now listen to me. Go the fuck away. Who gives a shit what you have to think? Jesus Christ.
Sorry, Paul. Hold on. I do just here. I do have one question. One last
I
question.
didn't get to finish my thought though, so I
Oh,
don't
okay,
really.
go ahead,
Your
go ahead.
thoughts
Go ahead.
are 20 minutes
Another
long
bullshit.
and irrelevant. As we know.
Hold on. Let Tully fucking
Yikes,
finish
holy
her point,
shit.
and then people can respond. I want to hear what
He's pissed.
You
You're
shouldn't
not-
tell me
He's
anything. You should
super
disappear.
mad.
You should hang up now and stop giving any opinions because they're
You should
fucking
hang
useless.
up if you're triggered. You should hang up.
No, I'm trying to
Oh.
actually win the election. I'm trying to get people like you out of the conversation because you're useless.
Okay, I have a really important question for everyone. Do we all
She
believe,
actually is
the
fucking
election
useless.
For Democrats.
Aye.
This is correct.
do we all believe in democracy here? Like, do we value democracy or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Radically.
Yeah.
Okay, if we value democracy, I'm not, sorry, I don't. My camera, I think it's working. Maybe it's not. Whatever.
We can see you.
If we,
Okay,
we
he's just
value
letting people on.
democracy,
He's just letting random people on now. I want to. I
if
actually
we
do want to.
disregard what 50% of the
I actually
population
do
says,
want
how
in.
do we
Holy
do
fuck.
democracy?
Kyla, I spoke so highly
Question.
of you, and then you came in with that silly question. We're not saying disregard what they say. No one's saying that. No one is saying that. For the
You
record.
said literally shut up and go away.
said
No,
shut up
you
and
get
go
off
away.
this panel. Let's not figure out why 50% of the people are voting for Trump. There's a very different.
How are you going
Sure.
to address the
Tally has
large
already told
amount
us why she voted for Trump because the left was too woke. Okay, that's the extent of which we need to listen to her, and now we
Yep,
can.
it's
focus
just
on messaging.
vibes. It's
Like,
all
Hold
soy
on.
pill is so right.
what's
I'm
important-
I'm gonna soy out.
address the large amount of people that, whether you like it or not, do vote based on vibes. And I'm not saying either about who was mean to me right before I went into the voting booth, but people vote based on vibes. We have
I'm
to
aware.
acknowledge
Yeah,
that
then
and
that's
address it.
bad.
I'm very aware,
That's
but we
so
don't have to
bad.
have
What
them
do you
on the panel
mean?
constantly saying the
My-
same things over and over and over. That's completely
My-
useless dribble.
Yeah, but then your criticism is just for Wick. It's not really for Tally. Like, Tally's going to come on because Wick might be telling Wick stop having MAGA voters.
My criticism is also for Wick.
No, it's not. It's not stop having MAGA voters on it. Stop having voters who are vibe based.
Does the system still work, and do we still believe in the system?
People who voted for MAGA based on vibes are silly. They're stupid.
Or do we think it's broken
they
beyond
like
repair,
they don't
and we have
deserve
to
a
engage in
fucking
different types of
platform.
tactics to win?
They don't deserve any platform because they're not serious.
We obviously
They're
have
not
to engage in
fucking
different kinds
serious.
of tactics to win because we lost in the last election.
Okay, when I ask different kind of tactics, I explicitly mean, should we engage in anti-democratic tactics in the way that the right is doing?
Like example, like what would be an example of that?
Stacking the court,
Is that
lying.
anti-democratic?
I would say to some degree, yeah. If you're like partisanly trying to stack the court in your favor, and then the court is ruling based on partisan politics instead of based on what the court is supposed to do, yeah, I would say that that's like.
Well, I didn't say
So
any of
Trump
that.
did?
I did say that we should probably pack the court because the Republicans have stolen what 2 court seats from
Sure.
us.
Okay, so we
They're
want the same
actively
return.
giving God
Sure.
powers to the
Yeah. I get it. So we should engage in stacking the court. Should we do misinformation and lie? Because that seems to be really effective for the Republicans.
No, I think that is
Why not?
coming to roost for them.
You say that, but
I mean,
how many times did Trump
now
lie in
having to
his
deal.
first?
They're still having to deal with the. Right now, they're having to deal with the Epstein stuff. Maybe I'll change my opinion on the lying stuff.
Wait,
in the
hold on, hold
future.
on.
Right now, I don't think that we have to lie. I don't think that that's going to have to happen at any point.
I would like to not go towards lying.
Wait, he saw. He actually
because I
saw.
think
Hold on.
Already, we live in a very post-truth like space, and I think we need to move away from that.
Wait.
Okay.
Well,
So
not just that, but also history has
No,
shown
I'm
that
actually
when
being
you
too
have
aggro.
just
I'm
a
being too
regime
aggro.
of
Hold on.
liars, it might take some time. It might take
I'm being
decades,
too fucking aggro
but
for
eventually
this.
reality snaps
I
back.
literally
and
got on just to
the longer
fucking
it
stir
takes, the
shit.
worse the
Well,
snapback. It's going to be fucking terrible, and it will inevitably happen. So I don't think we should go down that road.
No, I mean, I don't think that we should.
unless I
lie.
can get in there.
Okay, so then the next question would be, do you guys think that like shaming and bullying is an effective way to move people away from their position or towards your
Yes, because
position?
it's worked with the right. It actually has. It apparently
I think
has.
I'm 60-40 on that being effective. I think that we obviously have that as a function in
God,
society.
if I do, if he actually does,
You know,
I mean, I'm
people
so
feel
down.
shame when they walk outside and they're naked, right? So that is something that we have.
Do we?
So
Yeah, that's true. Just
that's a good question,
So-
Wig. I've been waiting for someone to fucking
okay,
donate.
so the question would be, should we shame fat people? Is that effective for getting them to change their lifestyle and lose weight? What's the data show?
I don't know the data on that.
The data shows it's not very effective, right? Like we've been bullying fat people forever. Nobody likes fat people. People always treat fat people terribly. Nobody likes to look at them. It's not very effective at getting people to lose weight. Why
Are
is
you
that?
telling me that I have a question for you? Are you telling me that I should not treat Trump supporters badly?
I'm asking you, what is the difference
Uh-oh.
between getting people to move their position on different things, right?
She's
So
not
shame,
answering
as you
that.
said, works really well for getting people to go inside and not be naked by and large. But it doesn't work very well for getting people to lose weight. So the question that's, I think, really important
it used
is,
to be really helpful
when is
for
shame
getting
useful?
people. It used to be really helpful for people staying in the closet on being racist, because if you were outwardly racist, people would not vote for you again, and people would, fire you from your job, like the Don Imus guy.
Yeah,
Like,
it made
that
everyone
was
more
something that
polite.
would
That's
happen.
true. It made everyone more polite, and I'm sure black people
Yeah,
are
so-
super happy that we made everyone more polite, not made them less racist. Yeah, I'm sure black
Do you
people.
think
And
that
now there's
people-
a segment.
Whoa,
now there's a
what?
segment
Wait,
of
Do
the
you think
left
that
that's
people would
proudly
prefer
racist,
it? Do you think that people
look
would
where we've got
prefer
to.
it if it was?
Yeah, that's
more,
wait.
Yes,
you know,
black
in
people
society,
say all the
shameful to
time
be
that they would
racist?
absolutely prefer the racism to be explicit,
So
so it's a
what you're
lot
saying
less
to me
fucking
right now is
gaslighting
that you.
and for it
So
to be
what you're telling me, what you're telling me right now is that
This
it
is
would be a better
absolutely
world.
true.
No, hold on, Erudite. What you're telling me right now
Okay.
is that it would be a better world. If
Wait,
we
that's
didn't shame
Erudite?
people
Hold
for
up.
being racist, and that everyone just says the N-word because.
Because at least
Is that
they're
what I
open
That is
said?
about it.
fucking
That's-
erudite.
that's
Oh my
kind of what
god,
you're
I'm
alluding
Well,
gonna
to.
that's
fucking.
literally the
If you're
argument that you were making. At.
That's not the argument that I was making. If you want to add
Okay,
new
so
things
repeat-
to your delusion,
if you
don't
want-
interrupt me
well,
right
if you
now.
wanna-
I only have a little bit of
I'll
time.
want
I'm
to
just
repeat
gonna
the
talk
point.
over you.
Whoa.
I'm
If you
just
wanna
gonna
repeat the
talk
point-
over you. I've done this a million times before. If you want to
If you
add
wanna
on
repeat the
new
point.
things to what if you want to add on new things to what I said, sure, you can fight that ghost. But I'm over here. If you want to talk,
Oh
to me,
my
you can talk to
god,
me.
this.
Obviously,
repeat the point.
what I'm not saying here is that we should
Oh.
just whatever fan fiction you just wrote. The actual thing that's important here is the data on the efficacy of shame. That's what matters here. So, for
Oh my
example,
God.
is the world a better place when people are open about their racism versus inward about their racism? Well, it depends on what we mean by outward. But if you want to target racism, it's going to be a lot more effective to actually change hearts than to just make people polite, right? That's one thing that we could talk about. That's probably more important work than just making them polite. Although I agree, making them polite is nice, right? And so the question is, what is shame effective as? And the data shows us shame is really effective at getting people to change simple behaviors that don't cost too much. And it's extremely ineffective at making people do lifestyle and monumental shifts in perspective. This is why it's really not effective with overweight people, because it's a lifestyle change. It's not just like one thing. And it's also ineffective at making people not racist. Yeah, it makes them more polite, but it doesn't actually make them more racist. And so what we need to do on the left is have a nuanced attack where we go, how do we do multiple things at once, right? At what point in time should we shame people? Like, for example, when MAGA keeps losing to AI over and over and over again, I think that's a totally reasonable time to shame them, right? When they're just like spewing misinformation like Tucker Carlson was found to do, I think that's a completely reasonable time to shame them. However, when they're saying things like, I feel gross and disgusting when I'm around left people, they make me feel like I'm not worth being like good.
Watching Wick, I was watching a bit ago. I think I
like,
subbed you when I
kind
was
of
on
hate them for their hypocrisy. We need to look
Hey,
at
what's
that
up,
and not
Dux
go,
Y?
you're right, I should stop being mean.
Shit.
We need to go,
Yeah, no,
how do we change that
I kind of want to
perspective?
get onto the
Shaming
panel, but
them
fucking
to make
hell.
them
Nobody
like us
here is
more isn't going to
arguing
fucking
against
work.
That. I don't think anyone here
Really?
is arguing against that. I'm certainly not arguing against that.
What?
Have you not been here? Hold on. Have we not heard?
No,
I don't know
no,
what-
no,
I don't know
no.
what
What?
Zoe
So,
does.
now,
I think I heard
now he's
that.
just
Zoe
fucking.
will
He's
say that
going
we
back
should
on
just
this
be
whole
shaming
shit.
people
Why?
for their fun and
Wait,
hating
hold
people,
on.
Because that's what it
Yeah.
sounds like you're
That's not
saying.
what
I'm gonna go crazy.
Okay, thank you. I feel like
In
I'm
fact,
taking
yeah,
fucking
just to
crazy.
clarify,
pills.
and I'll clarify again.
It
I don't know if
did
you heard
sound
this,
like
Tyler.
Erudite was accurately describing soy post in
Okay, well,
this
here, well, let me
conversation,
clarify
yes.
then.
His
Let me
demeanor
clarify
maybe,
then.
but his points no.
Wait,
Okay, his
Why
demeanor
don't we-
matters.
I gotta go.
Like-
Peace and love. Thanks for letting me
Tyler,
bombard
nice to see you.
Tyler,
Always-
Drop
always-
the
you're always
fucking
welcome.
retarded point.
But no, hold on.
Fucking-
Demeanor matters. That's the whole point here.
I feel like
Demeanor
I feel
matters.
like Sand is going back on this. Wait,
Okay,
like.
real quick.
Like I'm gonna fucking accurately
No,
describe what's
demeanor
going on here.
doesn't
Like it's not
matter.
shaming
Yes,
Trump
it
voters, it's shaming
does!
people
Oh
who
my God,
vote
then
on
Why does
vibes.
Trump win?
Like
If demeanor matters, Wick.
this panel,
If
dude, I'm
demeanor
fucking.
matters, why do
I actually
any
do want to get
fucking
on now.
conservative
I'm actually like
commentators
ready to get
have
in on
any
that.
fucking careers. If demeanor matters, if any of the shit that you're telling me that I fucking need to care about matters, then why the fuck do any of the people
wanna get
on
in.
the other side
I wanna
have any
fucking get
reasons,
in.
have
I'm
fucking
so
political
pissed. I
jobs,
wanna get in on
have
this.
fucking
Well,
I'm
if
like-
I
I know
won
I'm
the
a fucking
lottery one
nobody. I'm a
time,
fucking-
why isn't it? Why,
I'm a
why
fucking
are you telling me not to
two-viewer
play the
fucking
lottery?
Andy,
I'm
but like
sorry,
I went in
sorry,
on
I
this.
won
You know
the
what?
lottery
Like,
once.
I have
It
fucking beef now.
happens.
What is
Oh,
that?
what is going on?
I have so
Because
much
you're
fucking
pointing
beef.
to a single win, once, one election
Wait,
cycle.
it's not just
I
that.
want- I
It's
actually
not
want
just
the fucking
that.
beef
There are
now. I'm
different types
pissed.
of people voting for different reasons. So it was the same thing like your question, like how
Like
many people
she's
do you think
she
voted because they were
openly
voting
voted
for
based
Trump?
on vibes
Well,
right
I
here.
think
She
very,
voted
very
because
few
of
count
fucking
myself
like
in that group, but
Well,
sure,
yeah, that's the
Because
entire
of
reason I
Israel.
wanted to be in here because it felt like there was an
she
outside
voted because
conversation.
Kamala was too left for
Everyone
Israel.
for-
That's it.
Ascribe to that.
That's the conversation, but that is
There is no like
conversation that
actual
we
like
are
substantive
having, right?
policies
And so,
related to
yeah,
that.
how should
She
we
just
vote?
didn't like that she was too mean to fucking about Israel.
Hold on.
Like that is her entire
yeah,
fucking
it's-
point.
it's
That is
not
what
funny, yeah.
Talia's
Yeah,
entire
I'm wrong.
Yelled at
fucking
you.
shtick
I'm in the
is.
wrong.
I can't. I actually do want the fucking smoke now.
You can make
They're
these
gonna vote
oh,
for the
Trump
left
is
now?
so evil.
Like
and he's a
if
bully
Wick
and
fucking
stuff,
responds to me,
and
I want the
there are
smoke.
right-wing
I just
commentators who are
can't.
so aggressive and cruel and all
I
this.
cannot be
That
like.
doesn't mean that all of the people who
It is
voted for
vibes
Trump
versus
are
policy. It
watching
is.
those people,
That's
are
what it is.
listening to those people,
Like that's what
are-
Soy Pill has been
are
arguing
attracted
here.
to that type of politics
Like
because of that
Sansel,
personality.
he's been like
Okay?
he's been
So
going
there
on
are
the shame
people
route, which
who
like yeah
voted
no
for
like
Trump, who listen to centrists, who listen
like
to
whatever. Like
heterodox,
I disagree
who
with him on
don't
that.
listen to
Like
Jack Posobiec,
well,
who think those people are fucking
I
crazy and
I
freaks
really
as
want to.
well,
Like
okay?
I
So again,
like
you're
personally I
going
would
in.
love
And
to shame
frankly, you shouldn't be
people.
Dems shouldn't be fighting to win over
It's my due dicks for
lifelong
geopolitics.
conservatives or
Oh.
conspiracy theorists.
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
Professor Sunday. I should probably.
uh,
I would want to hit that up,
Tucker
low key.
Carlson.
But
populist
et
right
cetera,
wingers.
yeah.
They should be trying to win
Fuck it,
over
throw me a link to like
centrists
both their
and the
discords if
disrespected
Sunday
liberals and the
hasn't.
people who were formerly
I don't know
their
if I
allies,
don't
people
know
who
if I
still share
fucking burned a
values
bridge with
with them.
Sunday at some
So,
No
and
one
point.
that
disagrees
is
with
where
this.
this
I'll put
Some
that.
Twitter
conversation,
beef, but
and that is
fuck.
where this conversation is most relevant. So comparing it
It
to
is
the
all
extremes
but
on the
this
right,
fucking
when that's
panel is
not what
literally
attracted you.
vibes.
Wait. Can I just
Talia
say,
does not
okay,
have any
I
fucking
I
like
do wanna say
policies
something
about
really
Israel.
quick, and then I want to ask.
She
a
just
question.
didn't like
Okay,
that Kamala
so,
was too
first
mean
off,
to
the whole
Israel.
thing about these
which becomes way more justified the more you look at this fucking war. Like, yes, Hamas is fucking dog shit. They're fucking rule over whatever the fuck is left of Palestine, and they're fucking terrorists, and they suck. they kill civilians. They allow their own civilians to be fucking killed, and they target them.
Vote for the left, so why
But
is
right
this
now,
somehow a problem with the
Bibi,
left, is it?
Mr. Netanyahu himself,
I know.
motherfucker is he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck that Hamas is like sheltering within their civilian, amongst their civilians. He doesn't care. He would rather see the whole entire fucking Gaza Strip carpet bombed and fucking glassed out of existence, so that way he can pave the fucking roads for settlers. It's obvious.
It also did work. Like there's an entire industry of never Trump Republicans.
Like fuck.
I'm so pissed. I mean, like,
I hate this shit. I hate this shit so much. I came here for flower sand.
I want to finish what I'm saying. Okay. Sorry to be obnoxious, but like unless I start doing it, like everybody's kind of talking over me.
Your mic is kind of bad, to be honest, but.
Really?
It's really hard to hear you. I'm
you never
sorry.
win whenever you're.
Here we
you're
go.
talking
That's where the
as
sand
someone
was.
Else, you lose every time because
That's where the good sand pit is.
Okay, I had no idea. I'm turning up my gain. So,
Yeah, you can find them on. Oh yeah,
so,
duh.
okay,
I'm
like,
dumb.
I'm sorry, but like
I need to fucking. I need to put in my. I need to make my fucking Discord at some point. I have one, but it's like a private one, personal one, I guess. I don't know. But I don't use it.
This claim that we're not.
I'd probably just start from scratch anyways if I did that.
Talking about shaming people here. That's absolutely not true. Like what was like Soy Pill doing as soon as he came in here, right? Like that was.
Yeah, but did you hear me clarify that obviously you can reach out to these people, find out why they voted for Trump, and try to talk them out of it. But also, we shouldn't be listening to them as to what the Democratic strategy moving forward is.
Oh, I'm glad we were talking over them. How like nah, like Wick a lot. I hope this panel keeps growing.
They don't have good advice.
It is. That like what Wick is arguing for is just complete spinelessness. Like he expects me to take Talia seriously. He expects me to take her viewpoint seriously. Like I am more than happy to like hear her out, but I'm also gonna say, wow, that's really silly. You voted specifically because you didn't like how Kamala spoke about Israel? Like that's it?
But the point is you did still come
How long till you host Discord debates is a stream setup for that? No, it's not.
Take Tali to task and shame her for
like I can't like I can, but I would only do it as like a one-on-one like combo through like Discord DMs. That's normally how I do it. That's normally how I would do it anyways. Or on like fucking Twitter Spaces too.
Part of the problem.
You are part of the problem.
I mean,
including
Like,
Erudite.
he is a nice guy. Wick is a nice guy, but like, fuck me.
I don't know what's going on here.
I do want to.
Hold
I
up.
just want to. Hold on. I do want to read some super chats.
I had no idea.
I do
Oh,
want
wait,
to
hold
read
on.
some super chats, and I want to get Stardust. Stardust has to finish her thought.
He is he's very nice, but like holy shit, like
No, but you sound like Haas.
You sound completely blown up.
but it's like it just angers
So
me.
turn down your gain and turn up your level.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like
Yeah, turn up your level. Star.
like actually funny thing. I used to have a.
Stardust.
Hold on.
What my level is. Oh, how do I
That's
turn
whatever
it
you're doing
on?
now. Keep doing that. It's perfect.
it's better.
Yeah, you sound pretty good now. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't do it. I just turned my gain down.
Well, it
Okay.
works.
Perfect.
I want to read some of these super chats and make a little more money.
Get away from my mic or
Yeah,
something.
I want to read some of these super chats, make a little more money, and then we're gonna give it to.
Yeah, like I don't know. I spent a good amount on this setup though. The mic I bought secondhand from a friend looks nice. I'd make it bigger and replace gaming to 1/4 screen, maybe.
Because Trump and the right made fun of them. This is a very valid.
Like I like having like a primary like gaming thing in the back,
$5 from Grey
gaming
Whale.
thing
Bring
up
him
here,
on.
and then
To
I want
say,
to hear what his strategy is.
at Dev, I agree about going after Trump, but Biden did that because he was trying to unify and appeal to the center and right. Got him nothing. $2
Didn't
from
work out.
$2 from Alexander Rin to say test. It worked. $10 from Artemis Fowl to say we are smart.
wait, why the fuck am I
Also,
letting him
we
speak
lost
on
to
his
literally Hitler,
fucking
who wants
bullshit?
mass
Hold on.
deport all brown people and wants to become king. Imagine holding these two positions
Hold on.
simultaneously. $5 from AKA Batozai to say soy pill. What's the most corrupt Democrat president you would still
Alright.
vote for? And is there any position on the right you support?
I'm just letting him do the fucking memes. I'm literally just letting him do the fucking memes here.
Let's not regulate guns at all. I think Democratic gun policy is ass backwards.
Oh, hold on. I need to.
Politician. I mean, I think Joe Biden did some corrupt stuff.
Sorry, I'm fucking speaking in sentence for
I don't think the
acronyms.
most corrupt
So
Democrat
here we
is.
go.
Sure. $10
Better.
from
Now we're matching the vibes of the desert.
Okay, $10 from Audacity to say, if I go
Yeah.
to Double Eagle, I expect the finest quality. If I go to the Dusty Dive Bar in West PA, I expect nothing. Dems are promising the finest quality and failing. That is why you introspect. $2 from Smokey D Bandit to say Sonsol. We say fuck you too.
I think I
$20
missed
from
my
Alexander
fucking.
Rin.
I actually
Soy,
threw in a
you're not only
$5 super
bad
chat
fake
just to
idiot.
fucking meme.
His spelling, not mine.
But
Says, you know
fuck.
nothing about people.
God,
Nobody
like
cares
this
if you're
shit makes
mean.
me
They
so
care if you
angry.
act like you're better than them and spend your time shaming them for opinions you don't like.
Like
I'm better
the
than him 'cause
actual
I didn't
fucking
spend money to
argument
have to
is,
say my
yeah, we're gonna,
opinion. I just have to
yeah,
ask
we're gonna
for it.
listen to you
$10
speak,
from DJ.
but we're also gonna
No,
sit here
everyone
and
who spends money on
question
Wiki
like
is
your
smart.
motives and your
Looking.
ability
Just
to
fuck.
discern like
DJ
anything
Monotonous
politically.
For $10 says Tolly.
Like you're not
unironically
free
worse
from
than a Trump
criticism just
voter.
because
You
like
knew how bad Trump
you
was
you used to
and were
vote for one
and
side
still
and like you
voted for him.
realized that was
You
silly.
don't deserve a
Like
platform.
of course
Just
you're gonna be
vote
criticized.
for what's
Of
better for
this
the
is
country,
obvious.
not you.
You're obviously gonna get
Thank
criticized
you
for
for
this.
the $10.
He left. You got to repeat it.
I will.
You gotta say that one when
Like
she's
your
back.
shit is
I'll
sit
read it
like
when she's back. I'll
if
say
your
that when she's
positions
back.
are silly,
I didn't
I'm
know
gonna
she
make fun
left
of you
till
for
this
it.
now. $5 for.
You deserve to be made fun
Oh,
of.
she's back.
Made
Again,
fun
do
of.
it again.
I keep my headphone in. Of course, I heard
Okay.
everything. I
Okay,
didn't miss a
$10.
beat. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry.
$10 from Artemis Fowl to say, Deb, these are your intellectual peers. $5 from Smokey.
I am a centrist, Artemis. Come on, you
Wait,
know that I'm
is
not on the left.
disparaging to us or elevating to Deb?
I don't
It
know.
is
I don't think
absolutely
Artemis has
disparaging.
any room to speak, by the way. I don't think Artemis has any room to speak when he literally acts like he's better than everybody. You think that helps? You think that helps you, Artemis? Nobody likes
I have
being
no
around
idea
you,
who this
okay?
Artemis
Because you're
Fowl is, but that's
insufferable.
kind of
Look,
funny.
everyone who spends money
Oh
on
my
Lit
God,
TV
Stardust.
is special and loved.
Sorry.
Okay,
Wait, Stardust, does this mean just wait a second, Stardust, does this mean we're not playing any more Project Zomboid with Artemis? Is that done?
No, I'm a little bit joking, but it's true he does act like I'm a little bit joking.
Uh-oh.
I'm not
There's gonna be-
serious about like nobody wanting to be
there's gonna
around
be a
him, but
fight.
I'm not joking about him acting like he's better than everybody. Okay, like do not like you have no place to speak, Artemis. I'm sorry, you act like you're better than everybody, and it's fucking
What
it's
did
so
you-
fucking annoying.
Okay, $5 from Smokey D Bandit.
Yeah, the e-girl,
Soy,
everything to everyone
you don't
BS doesn't sound
realize
good to me. It's
we want
horrifying,
you to
actually.
keep being-
He's an
keep
e-girl,
being
yeah.
edgy. Keep thinking you're superior. You guarantee
You know
are
what, I
win,
am.
and It's funny.
I fucking
Little
am.
man. Thank you for the
Based, I'll
$5.
do it.
$10 from Audacity. Say if anyone here doesn't think they are as as Tim Pool, I wonder what it's like to live in a house with no mirrors. $5 from Artemis
Oof.
Fowl.
I never even got to finish my sentence about Tim Pool. 'cause
We'll
that
get
got
to it.
derailed
We'll
into
get to it. Let me
making
get through
fun and
these.
shaming
People-
No offense
people
to-
giving me money. Tolly, from Artemis Fowl, $5.
Crazy.
Say, Tolly, the answer is simple. They tried to unalive Trump. You survive an attempt, you get the White House. Fair is fair. $2 from Hunter Rung. Is this for Collins? Kind of. It's
Yeah, by the way, the more you stand out here, the more water you
end of the
lose.
way. And,
So
Got
if
a
you're
lot of people
AFK,
backstage, huh?
make sure you're
We're
AFK in a
not-
shelter.
I don't like smug people
And that's
in general.
water
I just
sealed
think it's
ident-
fucking
ideally.
irritating, okay? And so when you guys come in
My
here
bad.
acting smug, aka soy pill over here, okay? Nobody fucking likes it. I don't like it from right wingers and I don't like it from left wingers. So yeah.
Oh, my
Are you gonna
power
have to
pack's
drop
about
out?
to break? How bad is it? It's
Who, me?
20%?
Yeah, 'cause it's
$50.
Okay, we're good.
No, fuck no. Are you kidding me?
Just checking.
$50 from Alexander Rin to say the Democrats weren't running a candidate that people wanted to vote for.
God damn
They
it.
ran one assuming Trump would
Wicked
lose.
fucking
with the lawsuits
reacted to
and
my
January
fucking
6th
comment. I went in.
They didn't
I went in to
care
fucking
do
like
anything,
rail
just
against
run with the
Talia.
status quo as
I'm
usual.
just here to be.
Never learn.
Oh my god, I
$5
could do the
from
fucking
Audacity,
vibes thing.
console
Like,
proving in real time.
wouldn't be the first time that this is
$5 from
this has
Artemis Fowl
happened
to say,
erroneously, but I've been
remember
accused of.
RKKK members, Daryl Davis, Dave
There's this
Trump was
one
less
debate
racist
with a
than we
turf
planned.
that I had. Well,
$5
debate.
for
It was a
fake
screaming
debates.
match for like 5 minutes,
Both
but
right and wrong.
I had a debate with like one guy
Neither
for an
matters,
hour,
but only
and
when
then
you're Chuck Schumer, Nancy
the
Pelosi,
girl who
and Trump.
I
Yeah, 'cause
fucking
I
threw a
did.
mean
I'll
tweet
put
at
it on my
came on for like the last
They
5
did.
minutes, and we had a
Republicans
nice little
aren't
screaming
affected by
match, and
this
she
at all.
accused me of
It's
being
silly.
misogynist. So
It's
I'm
not
just gonna
true.
keep the vibe up. Like
$5 from Artemis Fowl.
I'm gonna keep the
I can
ironic
answer why
misogyny up.
conservatives are popular, even though you hate them, but I want you people not to change anything, so you continue to lose.
Oop.
$50 from
I
Audacity
get it.
to say you have served.
By the way,
women
if you have
through
some
death,
mic
watching
that
cameras,
you're trying to
and
connect
for
to,
pregnant.
you gotta change
Oh,
it in
yeah.
audio settings.
Okay, $5
We're trying to
from
speak
Deej
right
Nash
now.
to say everyone
I
else
can't
is
hear
part
you.
of the problem except me. $5 from Non-Fawn to say Tolly, have you heard of the Shrimp Welfare
me.
Project?
Sometimes it won't
$5
connect
from
to
Larry
the
Ward
default
to say
one,
the
Have you
combo-
donated
or it will connect to the
I'm
default
with Tom.
microphone.
Didn't hear
So
it. I didn't
whatever
hear
you
it.
have set
do you know
to
what
default
it
is going to
is?
be the game setting. If not, you got to change it.
still can't hear what The what welfare project?
The shrimp welfare project is when you donate money to a project that will anesthetize shrimp before they kill them so they don't feel pain, maximizing utility of suffering. So you should donate.
Okay. $5 from
Interesting.
Louis to say the combos that
Yep.
Dems should be
Right-winger.
having among each other are not and should not be the same as combos they should have with right-wing
Question.
or undecided voters.
Would you mind
Yes
giving
and
me
no.
a ride
I don't
to the
necessarily
rock,
disagree with
the
that.
big rock
$10 from
on
Landon
top,
Stewart to say
please?
why
The
across
anvil?
the aisle. Joe tried and they hate him.
Yeah.
You're trying to do the main quest.
Second trial.
Who's the last
Yeah,
conservative to
gotcha.
try to reach across the aisle and they win the most elections? Look again. Our base is smaller, and if we only go where our base, we will lose.
Yeah,
What?
this is like my third day of playing.
Oh hell yeah, welcome in.
What-
Oh,
in what
hold on.
capacity?
There you go.
We
Numbers.
lost the
In
popular
numbers.
vote
Should be able to
once,
get
and,
in.
like, that's the one that you keep pointing to. Is
If
like, oh,
not,
this is a
hold
lottery,
on.
This is a
We've
fluke.
lost the popular
But-
vote.
I might need to change
Like,
the
yeah, Ronald Reagan had, like, right?
permissions.
So the base is bigger. Quick.
$2 from Glitterbell to say what's.
Are you not going to address that?
Hold on.
What the fuck?
If we
I'm
lived
sorry.
in
Like,
a-
All right, try
if
now.
we
You-
lived
you should be able to get in.
About the electoral college, might be correct. We do live in a system of the electoral college, and it doesn't matter if you have.
Well, then don't talk
200
about
billion
expanding the
people
base
in
and then like
California.
act.
It does
Don't
not matter.
hold on. Don't fucking
One
talk
second.
about
Yeah, that
expanding
was-
the base and then fucking talk down to us,
Word. I don't think.
explaining it away with the electoral college. Okay.
Give me 1 second. I haven't messed with permissions all that much, so fucking hell.
They only get what 54 electoral votes.
Yeah.
You know what? It might actually just be one person. I don't think there's a passenger seat in here. Goes to show how much I know about ornithopters. Fuck.
Actually, everybody else.
Hold on.
Am I having a stroke? Am I
Hmm.
wrong
Oh,
for
okay.
like that?
No. So the issue.
I mean, best I can do.
Say base, that implies raw
You have any
numbers.
water?
It does, but raw numbers.
I have a little bit, not a lot.
I don't
Open up.
think that when I hear the word base.
Republicans have more red.
Have fun with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
At
they
least
don't
to win
vote,
the
they don't matter.
popular vote
Like
all the time.
all the people who are saying,
because of
"Oh,
all
I'm
the-
I'll give you plenty of water for you and your base.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course, dude.
We get more votes. What are you talking about? Don't
Have fun in the game, man.
As if we
Please,
don't
the
get more
party.
votes in almost every single fucking
Oh,
election.
okay,
minus
did it.
2.
Take her.
But are those
Thank you.
voters?
And then
Are
Trump
those voters
4.
all
That's what-
Democrats, or are they independents who side with Democrats?
Hold
That
up.
doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
For the
Because
question.
independents
Not for
are
the
not
question that
part
you
of,
was
are not
asked.
part of our base. They are undecided voters that we appeal to beyond our base, that we reach above our base, right, to pull them in.
All right, I'm gonna need more
Do you
water.
think that we're
I'm
on
gonna need another
average
deciliter, Jen.
appealing to it? Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Let's just keep going.
$5. Yeah, because you're wrong. $5 from Bill Maher.
Okay.
Phil Maher. Sorry to say, Soy Bill has bigger muscles than you. I bet you're jealous. It's true. I am jealous of
That's
Soy Bill's
crazy.
muscles. That is correct.
I told him he doesn't. I don't have to ask. I know Wick compliments me. He's very nice about it.
Yeah, $2 from Phil Maher to say, can you ask Soy to do a peck pop? Not for $2. You're gonna have to give
He's
him more
been
money.
by the way, the reason I keep muting is because he's been spamming me $2, $5 donations to like flex and shit for him,
Oh,
and I'm
shit,
like, dude,
okay.
I'm not performing for you on this. I want to have a conversation. So
Five
now he's
doll-
doing it in your chat, so you have to say it out loud.
Well, I will look if
peck
it's a
pop.
problem.
God damn.
I can say, hey, Phil Maher, look, you're gonna if you want me to talk Phil Maher, you got a $10 minimum, okay? AKA Batozai says Democrats are responsible for Mitch McConnell. Mantis for $5 New Zealand dollars. I don't know how much money that actually is.
Money. Ugh.
Soy pill makes me want to vomit. I hope Dems kick people like him out of the discussion.
I'm gonna
And then
vote even harder for Dem. I'm canvassing for 10 new homes because of that comment.
$5 from Audacity to say, talking about the popular vote when base is mentioned is hilarious. Thank you for the $5. Okay, that's it. Dev, then Sansel. Go ahead.
Was it my turn?
I don't know.
I don't know if I had anything-
Fuck. I don't know. There's a lot of.
Okay.
Moderator-
Sansa, go ahead. Sansa, go ahead.
Hey, listen, this is all I was gonna say. Like I'll open the kimono here a little bit. My strategy coming in here is I was gonna ask that one question. Yes, that's a saying, soy pill. All right, maybe I'm old and I just am saying some
I gotta
old ass
Google it.
shit
I've never
here.
heard that. Is that like flashing
Yeah.
someone?
It's revealing. Listen, so this is where I'm coming from. Okay, 2016 happened. It fucking was a massive shock to all liberals, right? From 2016 to the 2024 election, basically the underlying, thought process for me was, why the fuck did people vote for him? Let me understand conservatives. I'm from the deep fucking South. I have family that voted for Trump who are Trump's voters. I don't actually want to kill all of them, right? So that's like where I'm coming
Yeah,
from.
I hate that he says this because it makes it just makes it sound more sus. I'm not even.
Democrats
It just
try
sounds more
to reach
sus.
out across the aisle, who have made overtures, who have made, every effort in the world, not perfectly, because they still want to pass bills that they want to pass, but they have made overtures to the right, and then the right makes no overtures to the left. The right is fucking going full demon mode right now, to a point that has made me like completely change my
Stardust,
view
answer your
of
DM real quick.
humanity. It's unfucking real. They've lost their fucking minds, and it's
And my ran out of memory. That's crazy.
I admit I did not watch the conversation, the live and learn one, because I didn't want to get too poisoned one way or another. I watched like the first 10-15 minutes of it to get an idea. So yeah, I didn't want to get poisoned against the idea of talking.
Stop running from Reservoir.
And I didn't watch because I heard they weren't very mean to you, so I don't think they probably said anything good.
I've got a new neighbor though.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I recall what I was going to say before.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
I remember my point. Okay, so, Sonsol, I think this is where you might be wrong, okay?
Okay, tell me.
So this is something I mentioned earlier, but I think it went over everyone's head. The title of the stream is not, are the Democrats too mean to centrists or other Democrats, or is the left too mean to people, and it drives them rightward? Because like I said before, that happened a bit in 2016. It's
Oh
happening
my God!
less
Wait,
now, I think.
That's
The
oh
title
hell
is, are the Democrats responsible?
Nah, we got to get in
for the
on
rise of
this.
MAGA? And they can be responsible in multiple ways.
No, we
Being
gotta have
mean
this.
is one
We gotta.
way.
I want to have the
Now,
smoke even
I think
more.
the way that they're responsible
I need the
for it
smoke even more now.
is they did not
Because I
destroy.
fucking hate
No,
that.
I want to finish this. They did not. They failed
She's
to
also
destroy
deranged.
MAGA in 2021. That's how the Democrats are actually responsible for
Fuck.
MAGA's current rise, because they
Are you
did not
based?
fucking destroy them, and they should
Ugh.
have. And we can hold them accountable for that. Because I guess maybe
Also, get rid of
Biden
Sansa
thought,
and
I'm going to be
the
this,
soy
this
pill.
great
I'm gonna
reconciliator,
soy
and it just
rage
didn't
all over
fucking
them
happen.
even harder.
So perhaps the Democrats next time around need to, be a little bit more, be a little bit less handshaking, a little bit more with a sword, basically.
Can I ask
Right, but
something?
I
really
say that,
quick?
and then Wick starts screaming at me and saying that I'm too mean.
You are.
Can I ask something really quick?
Based. You know, based.
Sure.
Be fucking meaner.
So, I just have a question. Soy Pill had a lot of issues with just even Tolly being on this panel. So Soy Pill, are you one of these people who's like very much for like you shouldn't platform so and so people, like that?
Wait, what is the issue here? Stardust. What is the issue here?
People like Tolly.
It's not just because
I think
she
that Tolly's a
holds
good
bad
person.
views. It's because she
Understanding
doesn't
why
hold
Tolly voted
views.
is a perfectly reasonable thing to do.
It's
However,
because she doesn't
this
fucking
is what
hold
Tolly
views.
has to offer us. Here's my dumb fucking
Here we go.
reason I voted
Here it
in
is.
2020.
He's about to
Here's
say
how
it.
you can win me back. Cool. Now go away forever. Because I need to actually appeal to voters who vote based on principle and policy, and not people who are going to look at all the horrible things
Okay,
that
wait,
happened
Soy
for
Pill,
the 8
hold
years
on.
and say,
No
well,
one's
I don't
fucking
know, I'm still
voting
on the fence
on
about this
policy.
because I honestly think you're fucking
Well,
retarded.
none of
So
these people
let's
are.
get those sentences out.
They're voting on
and disappear.
vibes. All of it is vibes. That's my fucking.
Okay, hold on, Soy Pill. I
That's
wanna actually
my
let you address
fucking
this,
soy
okay?
take right there. Everyone's voting
So,
on
I'm
vibes,
a
so
voter.
fuck everyone.
I am a voter who has absolutely zero principles. Okay. No
Here we go.
principles
Here we go. He's
whatsoever.
about
I
to.
actually
He's
don't know. Like, are you
No,
just...
no. Here, you know what?
he's doing a
Whichever
hypothetical. He's
side
doing a
gives
hypothetical
me the
soy.
most blowjobs, I'll vote for you. So, listen. You give me a blowjob right now, I'll vote Democrat. Will you do it?
No, because then some Trump voter will give you 2 blowjobs, and then I'm fucked, right? It's not worth the time.
Okay, fine. You know what?
Then
Fair
I'm
enough.
voting Republican.
First person to suck me off gets the vote.
Oh, then I'm on my knees already, buddy.
Okay, basically.
This is canvassing, right? Like, I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna suck so many dicks for the Democratic Party. I would lay
glad
down
you're
my
willing to do it.
life. I would guzzle buckets of cum, as they say. It would happen.
I'm just really curious.
You look
Lav,
like
why are
type.
you here?
I
Is
saw.
that like a haha, you're gay? Like, good one, Lav.
Nothing gets past you. Nothing gets past you.
No, it's just a very.
I
lame
saw
comment.
the title and I was like, I think that I have a good opinion.
What's your
No, you don't.
Sure.
Can I just
What
ask
is-
before you say your opinion?
let's hear
Is
the-
this like the crazy Destiny lady, or this is a different Lav?
Yeah.
Same.
Well, I'm actually completely vindicated, as you might have learned
Don't
recently.
I would rather not call her the crazy Destiny lady. She is her own person with her own
That's the only
thoughts.
reason I
Right?
know her. But anyway, go on. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
also I'm not
the
just the crazy
memes,
Disney lady.
the
I'm the
memes.
crazy dog fucking girl. I'm
There we
the
go.
crazy Jewish
Wow.
Mexican girl. I'm the Kiwi
Here we
femme
go.
girl.
That's
quite the
Yeah, I'm the
career.
crazy turd.
It's
I'm the
okay,
crazy
Lab. I'm
turd.
like the designated punching bag for everybody, so we have, you know, that in common. So.
Yeah. But just so you know,
I need
yeah,
another
I was
Deca leader,
vindicated.
Jen.
Anyway,
So you just
which actually
gave
goes along with what I was going
away.
to say, is that I think that Democrats have caused it only because they made the world such a awful, dangerous place recently, and everything is topsy-turvy and upside down, and people are saying, "Oh, I think actually, you guys are fucking nuts." And I am actually
What is
seeking
she saying?
safety. I think one of the big I think that women are leaving the Democratic Party in hordes because of Democratic men. I think something that was
Okay,
really
here we go.
blackpilling
It's
for,
all
like, a ton of
vibes.
women.
It's all
Was
vibes.
just how
It is all
see-through men
vibes.
are becoming. These liberal men who are actually predators are becoming in the media. I think that was like
What is-
huge. I think that it's
Okay,
easy
now
to see
she's just
now
not making
that
sense.
Are
Actually,
we
hold
doing-
on.
these
No, are we
Democrats-
gonna, like, sit here and
Oh my
just,
God, get me
Yeah,
on.
these predator
How
men.
many
these-
rage-based
Wait, wait,
statements
wait.
are we
Can I
gonna
strong
do
man
before
her-
we give her
hold
the
on,
attention
hold on.
she
Can I
wants?
strongman her
All right,
point?
she wants attention. She's given us every rage-based
wait,
fucking
wait.
thing that she can say.
Wait.
Are we gonna give her the
Wait.
attention, or are we
Rage
gonna
bait.
have the conversation we were doing?
I'm trying to fucking.
Can I strongman her
She's
point for a
genuinely that
second? Yeah.
retarded.
Can I strongman the point? Okay, from a feminist perspective, right? The one thing I would say is that this whole thing of not being tough on crime, I think it doesn't serve females very
perception of it.
well, right? Now I don't know.
She
I
just
don't know.
said that people were leaving the left because of predatory men, and then say, "Oh yeah," and they went and voted for Trump, the guy who bragged about groping
that was
women's
one of-
fucking
Yeah.
pussies. Like, yeah,
Okay.
if you
I
do
didn't
that,
say for
I'm not-
Trump.
yeah, that's fucking retarded.
That's not what
sure,
the panel's
sure.
about. It's not
Sure,
specifically
but
for Trump.
It actually is
can.
about the
If I
MAGA
can.
movement and Democrats playing into
Okay.
it. So that is
Sure,
what
but
the
it's
panel
not
is.
I don't know what her.
specifically
I don't know what her specific point is,
Okay,
and
but you're
there
coming
are
in and probably giving
I mean,
a much better point star to your credit because you're not a stupid person. But that's not what she's saying.
You
This is.
actually
Don't
didn't even
do
realize
that.
what I was saying. You couldn't even
just-
you couldn't
You
even
just
repeat it back
said-
to me.
Vlad, you just said people are leaving the Democratic Party in droves because
Right, and
of
what
these
reasons?
predatory feminist liberal
That's one of
men,
them. What were the
right?
what were the other things?
And
What was
that's
the
a
other thing I
stupid.
said?
Well, hold on. I
What's
got
the other
triggered
thing I
on that
said?
point because that's a stupid fucking retarded
Of course you did,
point,
because
just
you're
to say.
emotional and you're
because you
feminine.
said a dumb.
She's rage bait. She's rage baiting again.
It's like,
She's
oh,
rage baiting.
This is why the people are leaving the left. Anyway, I criticize people by saying
What was the
feminine
first
as a
thing I said?
derogatory
Sorry,
term.
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
let
You say a lot of retarded
finish
shit,
out.
but you can repeat
The
it.
first thing I
if you
said.
it's kind of
Okay, I said that the Democratic Party has made the world an unsafe place.
Yeah, that's
The
specifically
Democratic Party
something
are
with
making
crime,
the world an
Yes,
unsafe
people are
place.
seeking
crime,
safety,
right?
and yes,
Policies
people are
of
seeking
crime.
safety, normalcy,
Yes.
even
No,
like,
no,
I mean,
this isn't
even if
normal.
the identity
None
politics
of
are
what's
making
going
people
on
scared
is
for their
normal. What do you
children,
mean? What the
I
fuck?
think that we have
I'm
entered.
aware of
Then,
all
then
this.
they're
a
if
very,
that's the
a free
case, it's
world.
erroneous.
Thank
It's
God for
all
freedom and
fucking
thank God
erroneous.
for liberty, but I think it's a bit too much, and people are
We
scared.
voted for they voted for
And
Trump
yes, I
again
think
because
that
of normalcy.
also liberal
Look what he's
men
doing.
Are causing women.
He's literally
specifically
raping
to
the
leave
American
party in
democracy.
droves. There is a huge trad
He's
wife movement
bending
happening,
America
and it's not
over
just
fucking
because
it.
like
White,
blue
No.
educated women and women in general vote
But
Democrat
yeah,
far
normalcy.
more than any other fucking Democrat.
True.
So
The
you
perception
don't know
of
what
normalcy.
you're
And I'm
talking
sorry,
about.
the
Yeah.
That's why
trad-
anyone-
They voted on
That
deporting
having
all
something with
immigrants
the trad
They
because
said women are leaving
they're
in droves,
taking
it's
all
like
of the like
actually
shitty
They
like
are.
busser
No, it's
and
not. It's
fucking
actually
dishwasher
young men who
jobs
are
and
in-laws, yeah.
Okay,
How
I'll
what
give you
percentage
some
of women
fucking
are
strawberry
I'm
picking, like
speaking
all
to
that.
the
Like
women.
that's
I'm
why.
speaking to the women who are
You
living
said-
in droves.
Or
I
like the
know that men-
7-Eleven
Yes,
workers,
I
or
know.
like
I said
left. A lot of people
specifically.
left.
like all the people like
This
the
is why-
janitors, like all of
this is
that
why
shit.
it's
Like
so
that's
hard
what's
to
going.
talk
Like
to,
that's it.
like,
That's what we're.
liberals.
That's what
It's
normalcy
because
is.
you just get so
Because when you
emotional,
say
you
something
get-
fucking
Because
retarded,
Riley
I'm
Gaines
like,
got fifth
Can I
place in
engage
a
with
fucking
this?
swimming
Can I
race.
engage with this, please? Can I engage with this, please? Okay,
It's
there are plenty of
erroneous.
things that Lav and I will probably disagree on, but the one thing I will say, all right, especially like with the trad wife thing, I just disagree with you on that. I mean, it may be true that people are leaving to become trad wives or whatever, but that's actually like that's more vibes based, right? That's again vibes based voting.
Exactly.
But what I would say, the one valid
Fucking
point that I
exactly.
think she made is that people feel unsafe with certain democratic policies, right? Being lax on
That's not-
crime is not
okay,
is not going to win women over, right? The great equalizer for men and women is going to be being
Right,
tough on
okay.
crime. I'm sorry, men commit crime way more than women do. And even though men are the victims of crime, it is still something that women think about, right? But if men are the victims of crime more than women are, it's still something that women overwhelmingly think about, and it loses moderate Democrat voters. voters when we are not tough on crime. So.
I agree with that completely.
Oh wait, why is it not showing? Why is my chat not showing
But-
up? Hold
But
up.
specifically on the trad wife thing, that's just
Because
vibes
I
based.
said
I'm
it.
sorry.
Weird.
No,
Well, no, because you said a
that's
bunch of stupid shit, and then also kind of alluded to a smart point, which then Star elaborated on.
Yeah.
Why is
And
why is my chat
the
not
trad
showing
wife
up?
thing is not.
I just
is not,
realized.
That's just vibes based. If you look at like all the stats, like when it comes to stay-at-home moms are generally much more economically vulnerable. They're more unhappy. And I'm sorry, like being reliant on anybody. Being reliant on anybody for an income, you
Okay.
are putting yourself in a like. It's fine if you want to choose that life, but
Strange.
if you it's fine if you want to choose that life.
Is it just
but
Twitch
in
chat?
general, like
Oh wait, maybe it is
being
just Twitch
reliant
chat.
on
That's what it
somebody
is.
else for an
I thought it
income
would
does
show
put
up
you in a
both.
more vulnerable position.
I thought it
And
would
I
show
do
both
think that
chats for
as
some reason.
women,
Oh,
you should
I'll fix it later.
advocate all women have education and have the skills necessary to provide for themselves if they need to.
I want to hear what Tali has to say.
So-
Go ahead, Tali, please.
No,
I was
please.
just
Yeah,
gonna
let the
say,
women
like,
speak, Wick.
I think I find personally a lot of the trad wife messaging very cringe and hollow, but I think there is a reaction that some segment of women are having, and it's a culture. I would call it again a sort of a culture war or a cultural issue, and not just a vibe. But it's there is a portion of women who feel like they were essentially lied to. Basically, that they were sold a bag of goods that is not working out for them in their lives, and the problem is that there is truth to this, right? It's not a prescriptive thing, and that's where I really resent where the right, especially people on the far right, the extreme right, whatever you want to call it, the alt-right, they take this to a prescriptive level and say, well, women should have to stay home, women shouldn't be able to vote, women should only do X, Y, or Z. That is obviously overcompensation in the wrong direction, but there are actual differences between men and women on average. We should recognize these things. We shouldn't shame women for wanting some of these things, and we shouldn't set women up with unrealistic expectations of how their life is going to go when they actually exist on a real biological clock. So there are women who are resentful about the society that they find themselves in that doesn't make them alt-right or even want to be
This is
trad
all obvious.
What percentage difference in women vote from 2020 to 2024 do you guys think it was? It droves, by the way.
You're
Well, I've actually got it right here. I
No,
looked it
not
up.
per
So
capita. No.
Okay,
just
so-
what
so let
percentage.
me
well, hold on here.
well,
right,
hold
but
on.
No, it's
more
a very simple
people
question,
are
not like-
more people are voting than ever before.
Well,
So
I
also-
looked
Well,
it up.
yeah, that we're
Hold on, I want to hear the
talking
actual
about the
stat.
demographic
Yeah,
shift.
please.
We're talking
It's
about
3%.
voting,
It's
demographic
3%
shift
more
in
people.
voting.
And you can
Hold on,
attribute that
hold
to a
on, hold
million
on,
things
hold on.
that are liberal
Oh my
men.
god, nobody listens to
it's-
me on
it's
my
not-
own
Okay,
goddamn
so I
panel,
agree,
and
you don't
it's
need
The
to
liberal
attribute
men
it.
thing was
infuriating.
the
You
liberal
brought-
men thing
don't
was
need to
not.
Mitch, you brought
attribute-
Lav on here. Did you really think that you were
Hold
going
on,
to
you
take
don't
control
need
of the
to
fucking
attribute it to
Lav
liberal
isn't
men.
the one that's
However-
speaking over me
however,
right now, to
I
be
would
frank.
also argue.
I'm being
Okay.
respectful.
Okay.
I would
Well,
argue-
for
I would
now,
argue-
we got our.
Please,
Okay. I'm good. Hold on.
Please. I would argue. Hold
Yeah,
on.
sorry.
Please let me just get this out. I would argue that Trump is such an odious figure that there are lots of women who are of the mindset that I just described who did not vote for Trump, refused to vote for Trump because they find him such a horrible, sexist, whatever else.
Yep.
But they are disaffected in the way that I just described. And with a less odious figure, they may go over and vote for the right or stop voting for the left in order to prevent Donald Trump. So this population exists even if they didn't show up to vote for Donald Trump in 2024.
Okay, I want
I'm
to
one
hear.
of them,
Dev had
absolutely.
an
How do
actual
we
stat.
know
Hold
that
on,
they
just real
exist?
quick.
Like,
Hold on.
how
Dev
do
had
you
an
know
actual
that
stat that I
number
want to hear.
exists?
They do exist because I live in the world. They literally exist.
Hey, Dev.
Do you have any
Dev,
idea
Dev,
on how
Dev,
to
Dev, go
arrive
ahead,
at the
please.
number where that comes from?
Oh my
De-
god.
Dev has
I've
the
got
data.
stat.
Dev has the
I've got
Yeah,
data.
get the
I looked
stat,
it up.
please.
So in 2016, women broke for Trump at a rate of +15. In 2020, it was +11, and in 2024, it's +7. So in all three elections, they are proportionally voting more for Trump, but that proportion's narrowing each time.
So it's the opposite, actually. Fewer people, because that's
Well,
not the stat I
no,
read.
so
But
what,
that, if
so what
anything, would
Tali, what Tali actually just said is that, especially now as time has gone on, it would make sense that women would turn their backs on Trump. I'm someone who is a Republican now. I would never in a million years vote for Trump. Never in a million years would I vote for someone who has like a credible rape allegation in my fucking life. And there are so many women like me who feel that exact same way. And what that stat actually suggests is that she's right. So.
Well, just to be clear, women still vote for Trump, or sorry, voted for Harris more than Trump, but the margin is getting smaller.
Okay.
That's a. I mean, if that's the stat, that's the stat. What say
Dev,
ye?
can you send me the stat? Because I was
we already said. No, I didn't even disagree. I said there was a 3% increase in women voting for Trump from 2020 to 2024, which I was using to demonstrate that droves of people aren't abandoning the Democrats because of Democratic Party's policy on women.
Okay, yeah, so he's fucking up here. He's fucking up here.
What are the stats on switching?
Do you mean like, did they cite why? Well, if you look at the top like 3 things that people were worried about, it was like the economy, like wars, and not wars. Fucking what was the other one? I don't remember. It doesn't matter anymore. The point is, it's not fucking like liberal men or policies about like.
There we go.
Sure, the reason either.
Well, first of all, I'll just give you the #1 reason, which was the economy. You have no fucking idea. You're
It's
just
the
like, oh,
economy,
because of this
stupid.
bullshit. Okay,
Show
I will.
me. Sounds
This
like
is
you're
very easily.
spitballing too, bud.
I said one thing, you completely disregarded it. It's the #1 thing everyone voted on. It's the economy, and has nothing to do with gender politics. But let's see what the other reasons are. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Well, everything's
Well, the
about
economy still
politics when you
affects
think
women
about
in a
it.
gendered way, right? So.
Yes. Exactly.
Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go. That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, more than that, but yeah.
I still am fucking so raging.
I can read it if anyone's interested, but
Go ahead, read your quote.
I have to ask a question because my chat is going to riot if I don't. They want me to specifically ask Tali what her thoughts are on trans rights. So.
Oh God.
They asked that in Wix chat too. Can I read the quote really quickly and then you can say?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, right-wing women. This is very
Oh,
true.
so
This is
right-wing
happening
women.
right now culturally on Twitter. On
This is
social media,
right-wing
this is what
women.
they're
Okay,
trying
here
to
we go.
get women on TikTok with the trad wife shit. Right-wing women have surveyed the world. They find it a dangerous place. They see that work subjects them to more danger from more men. It increases the risk of sexual exploitation. They see that creativity and originality in their kind are ridiculed. They see women thrown out of the circle of male civilization for having ideas, plans, visions, ambitions. They see that traditional marriage means selling to one man, not hundreds. That's the better deal. They see that the streets are cold and that the women on them are tired, sick, and bruised. They see that the money they can earn will not make them independent of men, and that they will have to play the sex game of their kind at home and work too. They see no way to make their bodies authentically their own and to survive in the world around men. They know too that the left has nothing better to offer. Leftist men also want wives and whores. Leftist men value whores too much and wives too little. Right-wing women are not wrong. They fear that the left, in stressing impersonal sex and promiscuity as values, will make them more vulnerable to male sexual aggression, and that they will be despised for not liking
Where's
it.
the
They are
fucking
not wrong.
okay.
Right-wing women see
Why
that
the
within
fuck
system
is
in
it
which they
that
live, they
right-wing
cannot make their
people
bodies their own, but
and
they can
fucking
agree to
politicians are
privatize
more
their
likely to
volition.
fucking rape
Keep it one-on-one,
people?
as
Where
it
was this
were.
written?
Why are they
Can I-
more
can I
likely
also-
to
can I
be
interject
for
here?
child
Can I
brides?
interject here? So I will say.
That's
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna.
was
I'm.
written-
Oh
can I
my
say
god.
something? I
Oh
wanna
my
say
god.
something. I wanna say
I'm
something.
even
So
more
I
rage
understand
baited.
the
Holy
perspective of
shit.
this quote, right?
She took
But
a
when
sample
you
of
actually
right-wing
look
women's
at,
beliefs,
how these things
and that was
bear
her
out,
evidence.
I think that it actually ends up being that a lot
People
of
who
women
are already
are in more
ideologically
danger in
against
their own
the
home
left
than they are
and
when
Democrats
they are going to work,
and
right?
their
Like,
views.
what is the rate of domestic violence?
Yes, we need to
right?
appeal
What,
to these
I'm
fucking
sorry,
morons.
how many women are killed by their
Oh my
partners, right? So
Oh my God, I
and
wanna-
that poses a they say that like
Oh my God, this
you
hurts.
you can
That
look at
was
all these
some
things, and
psychic
obviously
damage.
safety is a huge issue for women in general, right? That's
It's-
why we can't be lax on punishing crime, but at the same time, this idea that
Oh.
being stay at home or staying in your home is going to be safer is
God.
not necessarily true, because a lot of women engage, a
I'm
lot
so
of women
mad.
encounter their first instance of domestic violence when they get pregnant. Right, a lot of women just end up dying from it. So it's not true,
That's
right?
necessarily the lesson.
Yeah.
I think the lesson.
Hold on, just
that
lab stop. We gotta let Tully
yeah.
go, right? We do. She was asked a question, and everyone keeps like, we will never get to the question unless we give Mike the Tully.
I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna
Tully,
be
you were asked
soying
about
the fuck out now.
We did a whole show on this, by the
What?
way. It was a whole show
Yeah, we did.
that you can go and look.
I
want the TLDR right now. So go ahead.
I am in so much pain.
I think trans people should have rights. I abhor the bullying and cruelty that a lot of people target against trans people.
Okay.
Especially
So
on the
far,
basis
so
of their
good.
appearance. Yeah, I don't know.
I want to pivot off of
Anyone have a
Tally
more
saying that,
specific
just to be
question?
clear, because I've been really hard on you, Tally. I think you're ultimately probably
Okay.
a good person, and I don't hate you. It is this specific
Oh,
topic of which I am triggered, just so you know. And I wish the
So
best for you and your
kind.
wife. I hope that Obergefell does not get overturned. And I will have Gavin Newsom illegally marry you at the San Francisco courthouse if it is.
Based.
Very kind, thank you.
Okay, well, gang, I don't know where we're going from here. Lav, finish up your thought, and then we might just kind of.
I was just saying I don't necessarily think that that was the lesson in that is that like to stay home, but I do believe that there is a passion of men of the right wing where they feel more protected, and I feel like in a post sexually open society, post birth control pill, post you know, free sex, free love of the 2000s, women are getting tired and they're getting weathered, and they see men who are ready to take care of them with very pretty words. It doesn't even necessarily need to be true, and I think that women ultimately prefer that because we are just animals after all.
I think
but yeah, that was just
sexism is-
speaking to
So
Jackie
ha-
and
so
I think
what she is
overall, there's
saying-
more democratic issues that are turning people to MAGA, and I also
Is
would like
effectively,
to
by the
clarify.
way.
I don't think that MAGA. I think that MAGA has become bigger
Holy
than
fuck, I
just
can't think.
Donald Trump at this point. It's a movement
Yeah,
on its
sure.
own.
I think the best
There's al-
policy for women is to be cynical when it comes to any man talking.
There
I'm
you go.
sorry to say, but you
Yep,
have to be
based.
cynical
Even
when it
George
comes
Floyd?
to any man talking, whether they're right wing or left wing.
Even George Floyd.
Because
There you
Even
go.
George Floyd?
I'm sorry,
Even George
even
Floyd?
even George Floyd, even George Floyd, because you
Yeah,
know,
based,
men
based.
generally are the same, like across the political spectrum. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
true,
they
true,
commit more
based.
crime. Every man,
Based.
like every
Okay,
man
no
is
Stardust,
like
we're gonna have
horny
a
as
Woo!
fuck.
Going
At
with it.
every
I'm
every
gonna
stage
agree.
of life, men are their libido is higher than women, even when at the point where women are at their highest in libido, men still have a much higher libido at every stage in their life than women. And men are not, I guess, not taught to have any self-control. So, you know, I mean, yeah,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
just
So one of my
ahead.
frustrations, general cultural observation and frustration, is that it does seem like in some ways the left only acknowledges, and I'm not saying you Stardust in particular, I don't know your views on these things, but you seem pretty based from what I can gather, but the left seems to only acknowledge these sex differences in these cases, in a case where they can make a case for sexism against women. So if they're trying to prove that women are earning less, right, in the market, or if they're trying to show how women are literally vulnerable in comparison to men in a physical way, they then pretend that men and women are completely equal in their desires and their abilities and in their preferences and all of these things.
What?
And that's a frustration that a lot of people, again, there's a lot of people who just who
What?
resent the hypocrisy, and it doesn't make them
One of the concerns.
enthusiastic
Huh?
Republicans necessarily.
One of the concerns
Just
I'm
can I
having-
real quick clarify
What?
just the
Can I-
top
can I
5
give my
things? Because I
thought?
did look this up and we're going to move
I
on from
can't.
this week. But the
I can't.
economy, democracy in the U.S., terrorism and national security, Supreme Court picks, and then 5th is
Cat-
immigration,
see you
which
later
is
and
the
pursue
only one you
knowledge.
might be able to spin into maybe it's crime, and then trying to turn that into do I feel safe as a woman? So no, it was none of the things that Lab brought up. Just to
Okay.
be 100%
Fair
clear.
enough.
Thank
but
you.
I
There we go.
No, I
Not
heard
to-
that women are actually terrified.
I also think
of
that you're
walking
being
around
like
cities.
extremely autistic about this. I think that there are plenty of ways that
Oh,
people
she's
vote for
autistic,
things
guys.
that don't necessarily like track it. What's on the ticket? Are they writing in the reason why they switch parties? Are they writing in the reason why
Right,
they're voting?
you would have to even
Like-
know what
I'm
what
sorry,
they're
are we now
asking.
just
You don't
questioning-
even-
Oh
you
yeah,
don't
she's
even-
she's
All polling
autistic,
is
guys.
invalid 'cause
We got
haven't
it.
asked every
She's
single
got the
person.
actual
It's not
deets because she's
polling.
autistic
no,
about
you're,
some
no,
of
you
them.
are acting like you know. That's the problem. You are acting like you know more than I do, and you don't. You are
So
guessing.
I
more
He
than
has
I am.
data, you
polling
fucking
data,
bimbo.
and you're
Oh
going
my
on.
God.
Well, we can't
I'm
know
I
because
should
we
say
didn't
that. I should
ask
say that's kinda
everyone on their
sexist.
fucking.
What I'm
I
asking
should
you
not
is
say
about
that.
the data.
But holy
No, I want
fuck.
to know, I want to know how they're
Oh,
asking these
right.
questions.
Ah.
This is not
So-
about-
so
Now we're
do you
concerned.
have any
Now we're
race-
concerned about the
do you have any
framing of
race
things.
things
based on
Fuck,
dollars,
dude,
extremely important, very important, somewhat important, not important. This is how most polls are done. You can rank topics. You can pick which are your
Sure.
top 5.
So
This is the thing.
what topics are on the questionnaire?
Oh
Can you write it in?
Do you want me to
does it
explain
look
to
like?
you how like
there
the
any
key
question
ones
This is
that-
some
go?
Really quick,
There we go.
is
Now
there
we're into
any
the
question that
autistic
you're
shit.
looking for specifically how you're getting this
Yeah.
data?
Is there one
Do you
specifically,
want-
one specific question that you're looking for to be on there that will satisfy you, or will you hear the list
She's
of
never
questions, and
satisfied.
then
She's a
after
woman.
that,
No,
like,
I
ask
gotta
the
stop it.
next thing, until you
Okay,
I gotta
find a
stop saying that.
specific thing to get really fucking
I gotta
mad
stop
about,
saying
and then
stupid.
dismiss the entire thing instead of presenting, I don't know, counter,
So the problem-
counter data or something.
Right. Right, I have a feeling that you're just going to repeat that 3 more times if I don't stop you. So
I actually
what I
finished
was
and
saying.
let you speak. You dumb bitch.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
So the problem
allow it.
that I'm speaking
Thank
to,
you,
the
Whit.
problem that I'm speaking to with this
Holy shit.
polling is that we actually I don't think that it's impossible. First of all, polling at all for opinion-based thing is social sciences. You can't really trust it, right? We all know that. We
Oh
we
my
all know
god.
that there are
Oh,
other
we
people
can
who
never
are
know.
mental
Which is
fortitude
why.
of a
5-year-old. Can we just disregard like this fucking stupid fucking retard? Like this is so
mental
dumb.
fortitude of
Why
a
is this person
5-year-old.
here? Oh god.
Look,
What are
Damn,
you
you're
talking?
doing
I
it
have
again, dude.
a social sciences
Yeah,
degree.
literally, just
Everyone
doing
knows
it again.
this.
That's embarrassing that you're like, well, we can't use any polling because it's all
No,
you know, just kind of vibes.
the
based
same
on
Well, she's
answer.
really
highlighting.
short
No, she's
words,
I'm gonna
and-
give the
highlighting.
same
so you
answer.
shouldn't
I'm
have
gonna give
to
the same
ask
answer. I'm gonna give
me.
the same
You're
answer.
a
I'm gonna
mess.
give the
Holy
same
fuck.
answer. I'm gonna give the
I am
same
so
answer.
pissed.
Same
I am
answer.
so
This is why
pissed.
people don't vote for
This is
liberal
why-
parties.
Okay,
Is
okay,
because
This is
you
why,
will
this is why
not
the right
even
one. The
handle a
retarded people like you
question.
is why the right's going to lose next round. The retarded people. This
No.
is why I'm going to vote left because
No,
you're
it's
being retarded.
because and this is why you'll keep losing. Is because if you can't ask
Fucking,
questions,
I
then why the
hate
right's
this so
gonna
much.
lose,
I
because you're
fucking
fucking
hate this.
stupid.
the
This is
right's
why the
not
right's
Here's
gonna
what we're
lose.
gonna do.
This is why the right's going to lose. This is why the right's going to lose.
Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Because, wow. I'm gonna say goodbye to everyone because
All right.
I think
What?
you're-
Really?
Well, I don't look.
All right, yeah, but we're done with this. We're fucking done with this. I need to let me find Sonsol. Let me get on.
Fucking Jesus Christ, dude. I don't care. I'll care later. I
I'm
need to
so.
talk about this panel. Jump in. Hey.
Oh my god. Holy fuck! I am so pissed.
Hey.
I've never been so fucking pissed off at these vibe-based fucking people at any point up until today. Like, holy fuck. Your biggest like, I'm gonna fucking rant real quick. Talia's biggest fucking topic is, oh, Kamala was too mean to Israel. Oh my god. Like, go fuck
I
yourself.
haven't even watched her. Like, I watched like the first 15 minutes of their.
Well, she mentioned it on the panel that that was like her. It was her moving right on like Israel, or Kamala being too far to the left on Israel, and like that's it. That's your fucking like magnum opus fucking policy. Is Kamala too mean? I can't take these people seriously. I can't.
But like here's the thing. I had a whole strategy to go in there and have like a whole conversation. Oh shit! I just realized I haven't turned my camera back on.
Oh, you're good.
I had a whole strategy going in there, what I was gonna do and all that shit. But like, man, I'll tell you something. Once Soy Pill started going off, it was my strategy was no longer going to work. So fuck me, dude. Like I think I understand what she's trying to get across, but like it's not any
It's
more
stupid.
respectable than the straw man like half exacts that were, you know, like I don't. It is vibes based. She admits that, and I wanted to talk to her about it. We'll see if she still wants to talk to me about it tomorrow. But fuck, dude. Like, why are we in one breath going to be saying the Democrats can't act like this, right? Like, look how mean the Republicans were, right? And we did better. But then, love you, missed you. Hey, Jeb, how's it going? You're welcome to jump on here too. You're the only, you're one of two conservatives on Twitter that I see that I still respect. But like, I just. Man, I don't even know what to say about that fucking panel, dude. I don't even know what to fucking say about it. It was just that fucking stupid. And then Erudite's final point. What was the final point that she made? It made me fucking stupid.
It was about fucking like vote shaming, like that, like, and how it's like not effective. And like, here's the fucking thing. We're not shaming her, or you guys aren't shaming her because like she holds like some bad political like policies or like whatever the fuck her positions. It's because she doesn't have any. She doesn't have anything to speak for. She is just working off pure vibes. And like this whole like, oh, like because like we can't shame fat people into becoming skinny, we also can't fucking like shame like MAGA voters into like becoming liberals. No one's arguing that point, Erudite. No one's fucking arguing that. Well, she has no she has no fucking points.
I didn't want to. I'm trying to still have that conversation tomorrow if she's willing. We'll see when she jumps off of this if she wants to still. But like yeah, not so erudite was there. Like that's not my point, right? It's not Soy Pill's point. He's making it seem like it's his point though. But also, I don't care.
Kind of playing it up a little.
Mean. Yeah, I don't care that he's that mean. Is the thing. I don't care. I can't criticize someone for being that mean because that's how that's how the other side is, and that's how they like. Now they aren't that way to centrists. Maybe that's the problem. But fuck me, dude. How can they look at that behavior and say that it is worse? Just say it's on par.
They only appeal to the. I'm gonna be honest. They only appeal to the centrists who are also like vibes based, like the fucking. I'm gonna sit on the fence. I'm gonna fucking ride that shit. Anus perked. I'm gonna fucking like sit on that fence right in between. And then, whereas you got some people on the left are like, yo, like that's really stupid. You're just gonna sit there and like do nothing. And then you got the Trump voters like, yo, look, those guys they're being really mean for you for sitting on that fence right there. I think you should just sit even farther onto that fence. Come to our side. We love you for doing that. Good job.
Yeah, and I mean I understand that, but like also I don't know, there's just like there are key words that she used that like bug the fuck out of me, like dignity, right? Like they don't vote for Democrats because they have dignity, because they're being talked down to like that. And it's like, motherfucker, I'm sorry. These people don't have any dignity because they voted for Trump. They know, like, it is so blatant in your face, they even say it, that they're lying to you.
The problem is they don't care. They don't care. They've fed them. Go for it.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah. You go ahead.
They've been fed certain like problems, or they've been fed a certain like sources to problems. They've been told for however long that they've been a Trump supporter, this is who we should be talking about. We should be talking about the stinky immigrants that are taking all the fucking jobs away from you. The reason why you don't have your fucking like coal plant job out in the middle of fucking, or not coal plant, but coal mine job in like fucking West Virginia is because some stinky immigrant took it, or because of like the fucking like trade deals that we've made. Or the reason why like everything looks so crazy to you is because the far left is going really crazy about fucking LGBTQ issues, or like DEI, CRT, like all this. Like they're just being fed these fucking sources right there, and it sounds very appealing. It sounds very simple, very like, oh look, I can point to these guys right there and what they're doing or what they're supposedly doing, and like I can be really mad at that, and I can fight for something right there. And that's like the entire point of like a populist movement right there, is to like kind of on one part simplify the issues and rally people against those issues, for better for worse.
I need to find some of my college papers I've written about, because populism is actually, if you can believe it, in political science, a very big topic, especially right now. And I like every paper I've ever written on populism, I get a straight fucking 100 on. And this is why. Because it is so easy to describe populism. It is the us versus them. It doesn't matter what the us and the them is. It just matters that there is an us and there is a them. And that's what populism is.
It's a tool.
What it fucking is.
It is a political tool.
And I think it's a bad political tool. I think it's bad. I think it's something that we have to engage with, right?
I think I agree. It's effective though. That's the crazy thing. It's a bad tool insofar as it can be heavily weaponized to like fucking rally people to do really shitty things.
Everyone
like,
that walked across the street without the fucking signal. I mean, I'm sure there would be a lot less jaywalking. But like, but really quick, just Fishy Pone in chat. She thinks of shaming from the individual person being shamed's perspective, and not everyone seeing the culture around it. Like shaming a fat person won't make them skinny, but a fat shaming culture absolutely led to people watching their weight and never getting overweight in the first place. Look at every fucking Asian country fucking ever.
True.
They don't sit, like, they will sit there and they will shame individual fat people. Yeah, they will do that, but they will sit there, like, they're stores that sell large. You know, there's extra small, small, medium, and then there's large and extra large. The stores that sell large, they call them like Moo Fat Girls and shit like that. That's the name of the stores over there.
Not to mention that their
public
sizing
shaming
conventions.
absolutely fucking works.
Not to mention that those size conventions too, like their large is like our fucking like size 2 for women's. Like it is like the way that they describe things. They're fucking their Overton window for things is crazy. And also like I know this a little bit because I had personal experience with an ex of mine. You know her or knew her, but like her like extended family and her family for like the longest time like would just fucking they would be on her about her like fucking weight, and she wasn't even like particularly like terrible like either. She's just like above like what would be like a really skinny girl's fucking weight.
Yeah.
And like that fucking like it contributed a lot to like some of her like personal like image issues and all that. Like, it fucking
like, listen,
it hurts.
Yeah, I mean,
That too.
fat shaming is like I think that like obviously there's nicer ways to do things.
Mhm.
Like I feel like I think that fat shaming is a mean. It's not something that I'm like about, right? Like so like that's why when she brought up the fat shaming thing, I was a little taken aback. But oh, that's finally someone else says they're gonna fuck someone else's mom, not mine. Let me see here.
That was me too. Whoever the fuck's
yeah, no, I knew once Lav joined that I had to leave, but I
was fucking I was like trying to fucking get Wick to put me on there because I was rage baited so hard. I was like, I'm ready to fucking fight with everyone.
Yeah, I knew that I wasn't gonna talk to fucking Lav, but fuck me. All right, anything else?
I don't know, maybe no, never mind. I was gonna say something really stupid.
All right. Hey, are you streaming?
Yes. I was like, wait, I'm also streaming. I nuke myself too.
Wait, are you streaming for a long time?
I'm gonna be streaming for a long time, yeah. At least like 4
Okay,
hours.
I'll probably raid into you. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm definitely raiding into you because I'm not gonna last that long. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just surf the web and then I'll catch you later, buddy. All right.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my god, I hate these panels. I fucking hate them. I Wick panels piss me the fuck off so hard. God, that like, goddamn, that pissed me the fuck off. One day I'll get on there. Once I'm like not a 1 to 2 viewer Andy, I'm gonna be so based and so fucking rage pilled. It's gonna be great. Speaking of being rage pilled, hold on. Is there anyone else's stream that I can fucking run onto for funsies?
Don't make a generalization.
Well, the idea that
fucking...
one family model built civilization like erases all of history and like.
That's actually something.
Why'd you read Helen Fisher, you little fucking? No, just kidding.
I actually would examine
Never
that.
mind, that's
Let's talk about that a
Pentuple.
little
Fuck that guy. He's also retarded. God.
Pork chop. So, we're gonna go ahead and spin the wheel of nothing. We're gonna start with Duck. All right, get in here first. Do that by liking, subscribing, joining the Discord gang. You know, whatever. All right, Duck, let's go. Spin the wheel.
What the fuck? This is Recipe stream.
And Duck wins. Nothing. All right, so that's the first person. So next up, we're going with 2-Bit Dork.
What the fuck is this?
And 2-Bit also wins double nothing. 2 times 0 is still 0. For what it's worth, I don't think Conjure's nearly as malicious or stupid as Ethan or Brianna Wu. Is there a difference at this fucking point? Like, I'm sorry, if you can't engage with, like, yeah, it's just, I'm sorry, no.
Alright, hold on. Well, alright, that's great. I forgot I have it in fucking full screen. Oh, he's got 456. Oh yeah, that's right. He's still on the fucking panel.
That I think are like worth listening to, giving advice on how to shift the vibes longer than 10 seconds. And I think this is incredibly big waste of time. I think these people should be shamed for doing what they did. They should feel sorry about it, and then they should go on an apology tour and fucking like do some sort of like comeuppance and say like, well, now I'm gonna like.
Got it. Who the fuck is this person? Who the fuck is this person on the panel?
I'll go and try to do nice things.
Who are they?
Because right now, not nice things are coming. Now, if they see what's happening
This
now,
is
and they're
who
like,
the
I'm
fuck is
okay with
Jonah?
this, that's not the
Who
case.
is he?
That's like, oh, you got this. You got what you voted for. Great.
Jebtan is on the
So
fucking
now,
dead.
we can
Jonah
maybe
Killer's
listen to
wrath.
how we pull them over, but we absolutely should not
Who
be
the
taking
fuck is
advice
he?
from them as to like how we do things. Now, don't get me wrong, Democrats are fucking stupid, right?
He's
Like, they're doing this, like, pay $4
DGG,
million
Dean,
for, like,
Flock,
some stupid
first
video who's
generation.
gonna, like,
It's
turn
fucking, what the
everyone
fuck
off.
is his
Like,
name?
not
Old,
just the
older panel
Republicans,
guy.
but also the Democrats, because he's a little shit. But like, this
Never
idea
mind.
that, like, oh, like,
Yeah, no.
let's, like,
I need more
be nice
viewers
to them
before
and
I can
ask them what they
fucking
want.
rage bait on there.
Meanwhile, they're
Or
just
be
spewing all
rage
the
baited on there.
fucking worst jokes in the world. They're like, rounding up my friend's parents. They're
Alright. Don't care. There was something that I wanted to watch today, actually, and I'm gonna find it.
It's interesting you value that in a person.
$5.
Good faith, I do. Yeah,
$5.
No, I think
I'm not done with my money.
He's still watching the Wick panel, dude? Oh my god, you're cooked. Bro is still watching the panel. I'm gonna message him in Twitch. Hold on. You're cooked. Brother, you're cooked, brother.
Whether or not a Republican is going to win the next election is if a Democrat just served 2 terms. The electorate moves back and forth.
Yeah, people vote reactionary based on how bad things are in the previous term, 100%. And the idea of, well, clearly this person is not going to vote based on any policy that I reach out to them for. I just have to be nice to them.
Okay, you know we're
last,
watching
or they have to
the
be
panel too.
happy about it
I'm
last.
gonna fucking I've been rage baited into this. Not really. You know what? No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Oh god. Oh my god, I'm going to be I'm so fucking mad. I'm seething, man. I am seething. I am fucking seething out of my mind. Hold on. Where the fuck? Do I want to continue watching this? Do I want to continue watching the Wiki panel and fucking screaming my ass off? Oh my god. Good grief. What was it that I wanted to watch? I'm gonna find it like after, and I'm gonna be really mad that I forgot to talk about it. Oh yep, here we go. I know what it is. Here we go. Where is it? I just want the link.
About that some of the and one of the consents that parents lie towards whether or not that has nothing really to do from him after.
Oh, okay, here we go. You know, we're gonna go through this. Whoever this Kira person is, I don't know who they're. I'm gonna steal. Not really, but
Today we're here to talk about a political content creator, TikToker, live streamer by Dean Withers. I had never heard of him before today. Didn't know he existed.
We're gonna what?
I don't
Whoever
really
the fuck
watch
this
political
is.
content like that, and I'm not.
We're
really
gonna
on
use him
TikTok
just
all
because
that
he's got
much,
the
so
fucking
never
beats.
saw him. Never knew he existed. Didn't know he was so popular. He's almost got 4 million followers on TikTok. But why are we here to talk about him today? Well, recently on one of his live streams, he was talking to another person in a phone call where they were talking about something in relation to Donald Trump because a tweet that came out from him afterwards where he mentioned Donald Trump in regards to something evolving around a beauty pageant and whether or not he had went backstage and looked at.
So I've come to the conclusion that what I did wasn't illegal. I've seen the fucking video. You know, I need to find the actual video itself to get the precedent for it, but we're gonna hold on to that real quick. Just gonna close that or not close, but not show it for a second. All right, I need the clip. I need the fucking clip now. I need it so bad. Here we go. We're gonna.
You have the right.
Here it is. We're gonna be using Papa Gut's reaction because I can't find the original video. I'd have to go on TikTok.
To 65-year-old men looking at your son while he's naked?
No, that's a wild question. I'd love to know the context here.
Do you think if you did allow it, that you would be violating the consent of your child?
They have no choice in the matter whatsoever. It's my decision as the parent.
Here's the thing. Okay, hold on. Let's go, boy. Oh shit! Am I getting the fucking raid or something? Is that what's going on? But anyways, here's the thing. That on its own, like, the child doesn't have any like consent insofar as like them beginning them and being involved in any like major decisions. They have like some very little leeway, mind you, very little, but they're pretty much beholden to their parents because their parents have to take care of them. Like, legally speaking, like, your parents taking care of you. Fuck. Like, your parent is your fucking guardian, the person taking care of you. Like, that's not a controversial take at all. But, and like, I misheard this the first time that Dean was fucking like saying this shit. Because I heard that.
And I wouldn't put my kid in that situation. That's why I think pageants are weird in the first place.
Like, that's that right there. Perfectly fine take right there. Like, I think pageants are weird. I wouldn't put my kid in that because it's really weird. The weird part being like the sexualization of children. Like that. Like, that's the weird part that he's talking about.
They're talking about pageants.
I think that you don't deserve to have any custodial rights of your child.
like that. Like, I heard something like completely different. Like, oh, like, well, I was mostly like fucking hearing like, oh, like, man, my child shouldn't be like make any decisions. Like, that's what I was thinking at first. Then I like watched it again. I'm like, oh wait, this is like fucking milk toast as shit. And here we go. Dean Withers over here fucking sitting here like, oh yeah, I'm gonna call CPS on you, motherfucker. You're cooked. You're so cooked, brother. You just said a no phrase. Goodbye. And like, this is where we're at. That's where we're at. Did I delete someone by accident while I thought they were a bot? No, that person right there was a bot. In fact, there we go. There we go.
What the?
For those watching, their handle is goatman91096.
Hold on. I'm gonna, I'm just gonna find the full fucking video because I can't stand Papa Get over here like fucking intersplicing himself. Give me the fucking full video here. Here it is. Here it is. All right, now we're cooking. Now we're fucking cooking. Finally. Live stream fails. I don't know why the fuck I was going to YouTube.
My kid is no different than a baby commercial for diapers.
Can you answer my question? Do you think that you have the right to consent to 65-year-old men looking at your son while he's naked?
Does he have the right to consent to old men looking at his child?
I wouldn't allow it. Different than a baby commercial.
Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again.
Can you answer my question? Do you think that you have the right to consent?
God damn it.
To 65-year-old men looking at your son while he's naked?
I wouldn't.
The answer is no. Yes, sorry. The answer is yes, you do. You do. The thing is, like, you should let your fucking kid do that. Like, yeah, you are the one providing the consent here because you're allowing these kids to go to the pageants. You have to sign up on all the forums. You have to sign up on literally everything involved with that, and like know the risks and shit. You're the one taking the risk and assessing it because you're the capable adult, or supposedly capable adult, who's supposed to be able to fucking like talk about this. Let's finish this.
Do you think that you have the right? Do you think that you have the right to allow it? Do you think if you did allow it, that you would be violating the consent of your child?
And the crazy thing is, I'm going to pause here again. Like, the answer is yes, you have the right to, but should you? Should you allow your child to do that? Probably not. I wouldn't let my kid into like a fucking beauty pageant like without like if my kid really, if he or she really wanted to, I'd have to see like what's going on first before letting them into that environment. Like if it looks sus, I'm gonna be like, look, there's some creepy old fuckers there. Well, there's some creepy old guys. There's some guys over there that don't really have the best intentions over there. They're looking at you kind of weird. I don't want to put you in that space where you'd be very uncomfortable with that, and you'd be uncomfortable around people who allow that sort of thing to happen. I'm so sorry. Like, it is a very hard decision for like a parent to make. I would probably not let my kid do that either. Like, there are very few scenarios where I could foresee that. Like, there'd have to be like an extensive fucking like safety net for like that sort of space to allow the kid to like express themselves like at a beauty pageant without like being like, without the very overt risk of being sexualized.
They have no choice in the matter whatsoever. It's my decision as the parent, and I wouldn't put my kid in that situation. That's why I think pageants are weird in the first place. I would never.
Exactly. Like, this is just true. And look at this man. Look at how fucking look at how soy rage this man is right now. Over that. Dean Withers right here. He's performatively soying at that too. Like, this is completely soy as fuck.
Amen.
Look.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I think that you don't deserve to have any custodial right.
Because he's stating like the fucking obvious thing. He's stating the facts here. You have legal rights over your child and what decisions you make for them. Does that mean like the child you shouldn't? Does that mean you should do shit to your child and make decisions for them that would be like obviously harmful? No, there's laws for like parental abuse and certain practices for that, and there's also like negligence, yada yada yada. Like, there's laws for this too, and there's penalties for that. On the flip side, here, at the end of the day, your parents are going to be making decisions for you because they're obviously, well, most likely are going to be way more capable of being able to make these hard decisions here and allowing their child to kind of engage in certain activities at the end of the day. And they're taking that risk, and they are understanding like what could happen to that child, and they are trusting that whatever system that's put in place will protect them in the event that they're not around. But Dean's very mad at that. Dean got very ass mad.
So for those watching, their handle is
and he does this.
Man91096. It's gonna be their handle. If there happens to be anybody in here that's good at has like facial recognition software, or
you can find me. It's fine. Nothing I said was wrong.
Okay,
I just said that the kid doesn't get to make the decision.
What's your name?
I would never put.
Which is obviously fine. Like, this is not this is not controversial at all. I am like so sorry. This shit's not controversial at all. That is a fucking bog standard milquetoast take right there. Dean Withers is getting mad at to the point where like, I'm gonna fucking dox this man. Call CPS on this man, my lovely audience. Like, and he says this too. Watch, like,
put them in that situation.
Okay, what's your name?
And why are you trying to dox
he's
people?
He's trying to get his fucking name.
I want to find who you are so I could call CPS and have them take your child away from you.
Oh, I'm sure you would like to try to do that.
Yes, I would. So
they would never even do it.
This is deranged. This is deranged as fuck.
I would take the part.
I want to take your child away from you.
And I have a witness.
Let me see if I can find the Dean
tweets. Put my child in that situation.
Okay, so,
let me see.
So what's your name?
I'm gonna find the Dean
Withers
Withers tweets here.
Too, by the way.
So you said that you think that parents have every right to exploit and traffic their children. So
No, that's not what I said.
So I'm not going to debate it with you. That is what you said. So I just putting this out there for anybody. Feel free to, like, you know, take his profile picture. Maybe you could go on to like tiktok.com/his handle. You could save his profile picture, run it through some like reverse image search.
He
maybe
fucking
link
deleted
back
it.
to, like a Facebook or something where you could find.
Did
his
he
name.
fucking deleted those tweets, didn't he?
And if you do find said information, that's public, by the way.
You're more than welcome
feel
to.
Free
There's nothing
feel
wrong
free
with
to
what I
take that
said.
information and report it to CPS. Feel free to take that information and report it to like the law authorities in this area. Feel free to take that information.
He fucking
and
deleted the
report it
tweets.
to,
All right. Well, we have the video too. We're
maybe
good.
it's like his local CPS, etc.
He's literally calling. He's literally publicly saying, "Yeah, we need to fucking put this man in CPS right now. We need to call CPS on this man. Fucking deranged, absolutely fucking insane. What a fucking ghoul this man is." Oh yeah, Dean Withers is officially just fucking like killed his career right here. I'm not even gonna lie here. Like he is irrevocably cooked himself right here. Because he's doing every single majorly soy thing on the left that people like me, people that are normal, I'm not saying that I'm normal, I distinguish myself from normal. We don't like this. I don't like this. They don't like this. Normal people look at that and they're like, I don't know, man. That's kind of a milquetoast take. I don't know why you're getting mad at that. Like, I don't know why you're getting not only that, like, but you're calling CPS. Because a man said he wouldn't take his kid to a fucking pageant and like force and make them like participate in a pageant. Fuck me, dude. Fuck me then.
Care, Child Protective Services. Feel free to do that. I'll go ahead and leave him on the live for around another 20 or 30 seconds.
And like that's it right there. But he's just weaponizing his fucking audience. And here are the fucking tweets, by the way. We're gonna read these off real quick. I've come to the conclusion that while what I did wasn't illegal, it still would have been better for me to privately seek an inquiry for investigation through CPS. I do think that it is safer than sorry related to these subjects, and that I'd trust CPS to make a proper determination, not me. So he is not remorseful at all about like calling for, you know, CPS. He is also right here. He is not backed down from his claim right here at all. Like he is perfectly fine with saying what he said on live stream. He would just say it privately next time, which is deranged as shit. But here are the facts. He challenged the idea that Trump walking backstage before Miss Teen USA show to look at changing naked teenagers is wrong by asserting that maybe their parents are okay with it. Not including the clip you posted. Wonder why? Like, they're okay with the kid, with their kids going to the pageants, I believe. Like, I haven't seen like the full thing, but like, going based off the father. Well, going based off what the father said before, or what Dean's claiming here, which is more important, that they are okay with it. It being most likely for them to participate in the pageants based on whatever like sense of morality that they have. This has nothing to do with what Trump did to them. I think it's more so like the guy's rationalizing. 2, he affirmed that if you were in their shoes, he would not personally allow it, yet, however, affirmed that ultimately it would be his choice, not his child's choice, to allow an older man to sexually exploit them. Like, no. Like for like a teenager, like again, they're still like below 18. They can't. You can't really do that to someone who's below 18 in Trump's case. 2, like you also can't really just walk around in the fucking locker rooms and look at naked women either. Like that's gross. That's obviously gross. But what the fucking dad was probably arguing here is that he wouldn't allow his kid to do that because it's weird. And to finish reading this, as an add-on to the second fact, obviously kids can't consent to sexual exploitation either. Nobody in the equation can consent to the action. Parent can't consent for the kid, and the kid can't consent for themselves. That right there is a fucking crazy statement right there. That, like, for teenagers, yeah, there's a little bit more agency for them, but I wouldn't say that there's like at least a moral binary. Legal binary, yes. There is, like, there are case scenarios where like there are certain acts that are permissible depending on the state, and that's the legal stuff. But in terms of morality, it is, at some point there happens to be a gray zone with teenagers though. Like, I'm assuming like 14, 15, 16. No, it's bad. It's still bad. And even then, like, despite them having a little bit more development, ultimately their parents do have the right over them at the end of the day. And a parent would be able to respect their child's decision in going or not going while knowing the risks. And what I would assume is that a lot of these parents in the Miss Teen USA pageants either didn't really consider the risks all too much, or like they assess it and they're like, whatever, or like, this is acceptable. And they just end up being wrong in that case, because Trump fucking looked at a bunch of naked teenagers. Like, that's gross as shit. But at the end of the day, it is up to the parents to ultimately sign the waivers here. And that's what he was saying. Like, yes, I do have fucking right because like of all the fucking waivers. But we can't have those types of discussions because Dean is doxing people. We can't have the like little debate on the minutia, have our own fucking like discourse of the week over that because Dean fucking doxed him. Like a dipshit. For like a pretty mild milquetoast take. And like no amount of context is gonna fix this right here for him. And not to mention like all the really like soy shit that he's been doing with the Unfuck America tour. Like, oh my god, one of my organizers did a microaggression. Now I gotta cancel her or else I'll be canceled for being racist. Like, bro doesn't stand 10 toes down on anything. He doesn't. At least with respect like that. He is chasing the cloud at this point. He wants the cloud. He wants the money. He wants to be morally righteous in the eyes of his audience, and it's all fake. Like, I've kind of held this mostly privately, or I think more recently, like Paul Laddix. Like, I was on his stream, he was on mine. We were talking about the Dean shit to some degree. Like, Dean Withers is just fake as fuck. I'm so sorry. Like, if I ever become as fucking like crazy as that guy, like, shoot me. I respected him for his rhetoric against like Trump supporters. Kind of got worn out a little bit because they're all like level 1, like tier 1 arguments, like very basic, very simple. And then his fucking not epistemology, his like his grasp on philosophy is really weak. Like, granted, mine is too, but like his is just like really fucking bad. He doesn't know how to track things. He can't do anything better than like the level 1 shit where he like sits there and yells at Trump supporters for obviously stupid points. Like, I can't stand by that. I like we deserve better.
Some of the girls as they were changing and whether or not they were naked or not. That's not really the reason why I'm talking about this. That has nothing really to do with it. I'm just setting the stage as to why this all happened in the first place and where the conversation ended up going towards. Because the conversation ended up going towards whether or not children have consent. And my opinion in regards to that is children can't properly consent to a lot of things in their lives until they're a proper age of maturity. That age of
True. This is true.
maturity is typically when they're around the ages of 18 years old. Before then,
and a lot of the minutia that is just like societally dependent. Like, there's context dependence here, but at the end of the day, like at some level of fucking maturity, we gotta sit there and say like, yeah, you gotta ease out of that, and we can't have all that. Fuck. Like, we can't have all the bullshit. Ugh. I just rambled on right there. Like, at some point, like, the kid will grow up and be able to consent to things as an adult to some varying degree. And we set those boundaries, like, we set those boundaries typically for, like, voting, sex, yada, 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 18, medical stuff, 18, cigarettes and alcohol now, 21, signing up for the army, 18. Like, we set those boundaries right there as a society, and we ought not break them. Sleepertons, dude. I fucking yawned once. But the coffee Not the coffee. I had coffee this morning, but I don't know. I'm just kind of yapped myself out of energy for the moment, mostly because my throat's tightening up because I haven't drank any water. I didn't drink water for the last like 2 hours. And let's go back. I'm gonna successfully rage bait myself even more.
No, this is my cathartic therapy because I had a very stressful day. Actually,
I'm not Einstein by any.
We're going back to this. We're going back to the WIC panel.
That I'm like literally retarded and completely low information. Like I don't have the same priorities and values that everyone on this panel.
You
has,
are low information.
But I'm
okay,
literally
I'm
not
being
stupid,
you know what?
and I'm literally not
You know
uninformed.
what? WIC is gonna
You might
make
think
me
that makes it even
content
worse.
right
Oh,
here.
okay, she's evil and calculated.
I'm gonna
doesn't care.
steal WIC's
But this,
content
I
for like
think,
2
I don't
minutes.
think you're evil calculated. I think you're uninformed and bad at priorities and stupid.
I say steal, but
you've
that's
done
why
none
I
of the
fucking
work
comment
to
on
get.
whatever the
You've
fuck
done
she
none of the work
said
to
right
get
there.
there.
Because the
2
work
seconds ago.
doesn't Wait, to get her to be less that.
No.
This is what turns me off from the Democratic Party.
Like
this
this is
is
the
what
thing.
turns me off.
You saying that turns me off from the right wing, and I'm gonna vote left now.
You're not willing to.
You're
not willing to do the work to empathize, but you're also not willing to do the work to justify
the problem is
why
Kev,
you
that
won't
I do it
empathize.
99% of the time. Is I do empathize with these people, no matter how stupid, because
These
I have
people?
the patience.
You
Yes,
guys hear
these
that?
people.
Most
Yeah,
of the time
I'm talking
I've
about
seen you
Jews
is-
specifically.
That's not
Left.
the case.
Yeah.
That's because you're on these debate panels, which is not what I do for a living. I fucking make YouTube videos where I go out and talk to people and empathize with them. But
This
when I'm
is
talking
the
to people
problem.
with a
Men don't do
platform-
blue collar work anymore. This is the
go out and
problem.
work with
It's
my
hold
hands
on. It's
like a
hosting
real
the
man.
debate.
Hold on a second. I wanted to hear.
Get the field soy pilled. Put some hair on your chest.
All right, time to get
Jeb,
my chest.
what were
Is this
you gonna
panel
say
still
about,
going?
about
It is.
vibes? Where were we going with that?
Yeah, no,
It is
vibes
still
are always
going.
derived from substance. They're derived from personal like experience. They're derived from the experiences of those around you. Vibes
I'm so
are
sorry. Like,
usually
just
a way to sort of put action to things that are hard to put words to, right? So you can't put everything on a poll.
then
You
they're
can't
just
put everything on a
ill-defined.
bill. But there are a lot of things. There's a lot.
They're
of
just
communal
ill-defined.
experience,
Then
and that's some of the most
it's
important, especially
very
when you're in
ill-defined,
elections, like
weak,
90%
poor
state and local.
substance.
There's a lot that you can't put words to, that you can't put on a bill, and vibes help you sort of derive your political principle on those things that you can't totally
And to
put
people
words
who
to.
have
The
no
woke stuff is
political
really
principles?
easy to write off because it either looks really silly on a bill, or you can't really put it on a bill. And yet, you're actually interacting with that culture war shit far more than you're interacting directly with any of the stuff that you can put on a bill. Most of your life happens interpersonally, and when your in-group wants to yeet you for whatever predilections you have, that's going to affect you more than if something gets put on a bill.
Well, no shit.
Can I just
People
say,
are gonna
can I
vote
just
on.
say one thing real quick, just as a housekeeping thing, gang? We are almost at $1,000 chat revenue, and I would love to get $1,000 in a single stream.
There's other people on.
Wait, Stardust is back.
I want in.
I would like. Yeah, Stardust, welcome
I
back.
want in.
But,
Damn it.
I just if you
I
have
wanted to finish
ever
my
wanted to
thing,
hold on,
but-
just let me finish. If you have ever wanted to donate to WIC TV, if you think this is good content, if you want to reward me, you want more of this to happen, give me money, right? Let's
you
make
have
this
to read
the
them?
most. Let's make it the most.
Oh wait, I'm
biggest.
I don't know how to read.
Most lucrative WIC stream ever, and to do
I'm
that,
getting
I
into
need
the
about.
I'm getting into the
$300.
backstage.
Okay, that said.
Okay.
And if you
So
want
I could donate any.
if you want Wick
I just fucking read the damn rules. This is my first time in there.
and that'll really piss off the soy pill.
That will
It
trigger.
probably
You.
gets
If you,
the
if, you,
trigger.
if you donate to
Alright.
support Tali's opinions, I will get triggered. That's true.
If I
Jeb,
donate,
I'm
you
gonna
have to
hop
read
into the panel at
comments,
some
right,
point
Wick?
actually now.
Like out loud.
I completely just forgot how to fucking
Wait, Jeb,
read.
so real quick, the difference, we
Fucking
understand
Discord chat.
completely what you're saying about vibes. No one's saying vibes are nothing. The difference is, let's say someone votes to cut people off of EBT, which is a thing, a policy that is happening now. Now, a vibe might be, hey, my life is harder because I can't use my food stamps anymore. But the policy is, I'm going to cut food stamps. So when you say, well, I'm voting on, I think too many poor people have food stamps, and that's just because you go to the store and you
That's
see them
not-
use it, that's a stupid fucking reason
That's
to vote.
not the
and-
reason why that would be a very stupid reason to vote, but you're also not understanding that that's
People
not
vote
the
that-
Republican.
People absolutely vote for reasons
That's-
like that.
that's-
Literally, they'll
no,
say,
it-
"I don't
it
like that poor
doesn't
people
look
have food
like
stamps."
that.
It literally
No,
is that.
it's
I've literally.
way more
Okay, this
nuanced
might
than
that actually might be kind of
I'm
an
sorry,
online
excuse me,
take.
I've read
Hold
a
on.
book. Well, no, I've talked with culture people, whichever one you'll believe.
You're
it's not
creating
right
a
now, it's
straw
not-
man of
I'm
any.
trying to explain
It is
that
quite
the
literally
vibes
though
that
that too many people
Every
aren't
good opinion
EBT.
that I have is based on fact, and every bad opinion I'm straw manning and also like is just vibes. Like
I'm
it's
literally-
so
this is-
stupid. It's
Oh my
I
God,
actually
she's so-
can't even
I-
believe I'm talking to an adult man right now.
So
Like
this
that's
is a
how
real
ridiculous.
opinion.
Oh yep,
So
she's
this is a real
infantilizing.
opinion.
It's
But
so over.
It's
It's
not
so
a
fucking
majority of
over.
the Republican Party right now. I'm saying that the difference between voting based on the policy of my family's been kicked off food stamps and voting based on the policy of I want free shit, but I don't know what policy is going to do that are completely different things. Yes, I acknowledge that vibes aren't just like some ethereal thing that we can't grasp. Obviously, they're derived from real life experience. I'm saying they're fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's again, if their vibes are informed by the fabric of their community becoming just ultimately combative.
But if
all
I
the
can get in
time,
on the panel, I'm
and
gonna
both
get in on
side
the
and
panel.
one side moving so hard away that they're trying to get people fired that they know, right? Get people fired for their political
I feel kind of
views,
silly
get
for
people
not being able to
root
fucking
out
be.
and
I could have
find
gotten
them
on
under
this
the
panel way earlier.
floorboards about
But I'm just like fucking
conservatives.
raging and sewing in the
Like,
background.
that is a reasonable vibe to push against and simply say, listen, you're right. I can't put the thing I hate about you the most on a bill. And so it's not going to totally make sense why I'm voting for bill writers based on that vibe. But and I've used this metaphor before,
You're
where like
using this
when
to explain to me why people vote because of anti-woke policy. I totally understand why they do. I'm just saying it's dumb because there's no way that voting for that is going to change your life materially. And in fact, well, as we've seen, as we're now going to
It's what
cut.
they do. It's what they do. Like this idea that
I know. I'm not saying they don't. Jesus fucking Christ, guys.
Given
I
that,
understand
but
vibe-based
given that you
voting.
agree,
I know that's most
hold on,
people.
but Soypill, given that you agree, okay, we've established it's dumb. Everyone agrees it's dumb. Cool.
Lots of people
we're good. We're
dumb
good.
vibe-based votes. Yes.
We need to act as reality is, rather than what we want it to be. So given that is
we
true.
don't need better vibes.
Why is it so one-sided though?
What do you mean one-sided?
Why do Dems have to act as reality is?
I think that
I think Republicans
Only if
do
they want to
too.
win more voters.
Yeah, they want to win more
Republicans
voters.
Republicans don't vote on this.
They don't need to. They clearly just won.
Bro, I would not speak so soon. It looks like we're about to get our shit pounded because of all of the lies that are coming to roost. Exactly like Sunsol said when he was
Literally
on. Like,
anybody that
it's a
anybody can
problem.
identify as a centrist votes for Trump anyways. That's why it's such a meme when people say
Nah,
they're centrist or
okay, well,
independent.
fuck
It's
me.
because they're fucking
Well,
conservative
that's
or
not true.
MAGA
There's
supporter.
plenty of
That's the
centrists,
whole
and we've
meme
had
about
on
it.
my show that have
They're
voted
called-
Democrat because they don't like Trump. I'll give you one specific example, Tracing Woodgrains. He is a avowed centrist. He's a furry ex-Mormon gay dude who is heterodox, right?
Is he in this Discord?
He's
Look
in
how
this
niche
Discord.
you have to go to identify somebody that
he's
agrees
not
with you,
niche. He's
though.
got thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of followers, right?
Look how
Like, he's much
Democrats
bigger
treat
than me.
centrists. They say if there's even a conversation between the two for you, you're fucking disgusting and retarded. It's like that's
No,
why,
it's not about
dude.
the conversation. It's about a conversation that's happening about democratic political strategy that's being
Honestly,
spearheaded by like the
I
most
call myself a
weak-willed,
Republican
by the,
because of how
by the
people
most
react to me calling
weak-willed,
myself a
cucked
centrist.
Democrats on this entire panel, and then someone who
You're
says they're a
literally
former
the
Democrat.
people who are kind of centrist, weak-willed, and cucked. Why do you think this?
Yes, I am, because on here, Short
weak,
Fat Otaku says that the Democrats are 2/3 responsible for why MAGA is where it is now. Stardust
Yes.
says that Democrats are also the reason for MAGA's uprising. Wick says we need to be nice to the people who are never
Whoa,
nice to
that's
anybody
not what I
else.
said at all.
That is what you said.
Excuse me.
Go to the beginning of the VOD. You can
stand by
watch
my
the
part,
whole
though. I'm
thing. That's
completely-
what
Video
you
where I
said.
specifically talked about what movements literally led to the rise of MAGA. We talked about anti-establishment, we talked about anti-intellectualism, we talked about anti-science, we
You can
talked
talk about whatever you want, but ultimately you said that the
isolationism.
Democrats are responsible for the rise of
No,
MAGA.
I fucking didn't, you
Yeah,
fucking idiot.
Okay,
you
okay,
fucking
listen,
retard.
dipshit,
Oh
listen,
my
dipshit.
God.
I'll get the clip for you.
Listen,
I'll
you
get the clip for
stupid
you. I'll
fucking
send it over to
asshole.
you.
You don't know what you're
All
talking
said
about.
They are responsible in part. If you
I
don't
said they were.
believe that,
No,
I said they were
that
a
was not-
small
no.
part, a very small part of a larger issue.
Yeah, Gather.
You're
Do
not
you think
saying
it would be? Do you think it's silly when historians
Don't
say that it
fucking,
isn't?
don't fucking do it.
Hold
Like
on,
do
hold
that
on.
with me. That's some bullshit.
Oh,
Okay,
did
someone else
they?
Do you
talking.
think?
Let
Do you
him talk.
think it would be? Don't do that. Do you think it would be silly? It's silly when historians say that in large part Hitler's rise was due to the way the Allies behaved towards the Germans after World War I. Do you think that's a silly thing to say?
I didn't even say in large part.
Because
It's vibe based for one.
It's
'Cause how do you really know
historian
that? Is there a poll?
Exactly. It's historian consensus, but it seems kind of vibes based. And how could you blame the good guys in World War II for the bad guys in World War II? But most historians concede that if the Allies weren't so aggressive in their deals with Germany after World War I and not letting them have a standing military and treating them essentially like a bad boy state.
Jeb. That's the Treaty of Versailles and the World War I, like post-World War I policies that you can directly point to causing economic impact.
No, every vibe you can point to something like that, though.
So then why can't these people? Oh my
god!
god!
And you're using the word wrong, Jeb, because that's not what vibes means.
It's
if
not.
vibes means everything that's downstream of a policy, then it's a useless fucking term, and stop using it.
This is dad or old guy. What a fucking cocksucker. You're a cocksucker, you know that?
So Stardust, why'd you come back? Is it just to get into the fight with this guy?
No,
this is just
I wouldn't
random
even come back
rage
to come
baiting.
into get into a fight with him, but now I am fighting with him. You're a cocksucker. You want to acknowledge that you're a cocksucker? You suck cock all day.
What's wrong with sucking cock?
Yes. Base. Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
Right. You're a cocksucker, massive cocksucker.
So in the
This
same
is
material way.
this is the hold
This
on.
is discourse right here. This is
policy-based discussion.
this is discourse.
In the same way.
It's cock either. It's just like disheveled, like STD-ridden cocks. Okay.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Jesus
Shout out
Christ.
Destiny. Sorry.
I'm not.
Well, forgot
We're
about.
we're not doing that today. That's just not what we're.
Oh my
gonna
god,
talk about
Redtron. Oh my god.
I do want to kind of like
Redtron. Oh my
this
god,
idea-
that fucking shit.
again,
That scared the fuck out of me. The fucking
simply
Pepe Frog.
looking at a situation that's happened and saying, why did this situation happen? In part because that's, in part because why.
I was like, it's like, is this a Nazi?
Whatever, right? Does not mean that there is some moral loading.
But yeah,
going
like
on
no, it does hide
my
them.
take
It does hide them from the
yes,
public
I
eye.
think there are far too many.
It does work,
on
but
the left
like,
who would rather get their rocks off
God.
being mean and getting revenge
Like,
and engaging in this kind
I
of
can't.
grievance politics because they do
I
not
can't
like
fucking
MAGA
engage.
for what
I want to get in on this panel so
reason,
bad,
right?
but like, there's already
And they
seven
prioritize
other
that
people here,
over actually winning
or
the
seven
election.
other people in
I
here.
think that's selfish,
Well, four
and
now,
I think
but
that's going to bite us in the ass.
Ugh.
Now again,
I haven't
how
done
it's going
anything
down
in this
now,
game too. I've just been running around.
I
haven't
don't
even
know,
made progress
like,
in
MAGA's just so
anything.
off the reservation that I think that they're just gonna lose just straight out. They're gonna get, as Jeb Tan, their ass pounded.
If you say,
Wait,
well,
Dre-
then why do we need to be nice? Why not?
Because
just be nice?
the
Hold on.
2026 isn't the only election that's gonna happen, right? And we're gonna have more elections going forward. And
Hold
my
on.
Can we be
advocacy
mean
is
for
that
like
by
2
being
years? Can we just
by
have
being
that?
hold on, my advocacy, and I'm gonna lay out really clear here, is that if you treat others with respect,
God,
dignity,
I
and
fucking hell.
kindness,
I'm gonna figure out who the fuck you are real
consistently you
quick.
win more elections than if you.
I'm pretty
engage
sure you're
in
in Son. You were in Son stream, right? Am I crazy?
When have we ever gotten that?
What do you mean? When John McCain was on stage telling his own supporters not to call Obama an immigrant, not to spread conspiracy theories about him, and then
I'm
Obama
like-
repaid
You
the
should have
GOP.
picked.
Wait, how
the
long?
very-
You
how
should have
long
picked a
was that?
better
Obama
example,
repaid,
Jeb.
Obama
Because you
repaid
know
the
what he said.
GOP.
I'm pretty
Obama
fucking
repaid
sure.
the
Example,
GOP the
Jeb.
very next election by letting his vice president nominee say that Mitt Romney wanted to put black people back
Th-
in
this
chains.
How long ago was that?
I don't know what the
How long
fuck
ago
you're
was
doing.
that?
Wait. I
We're
need to
talking about
respond
the
to
lead
Jeb's
up to
I am
MAGA.
like
It
sus
is
the fuck out
literally
right now.
I need to
exactly what we're
respond to
talking
Jeb's
about.
example
That is the
because
lead up to
you're-
MAGA.
no,
that is the
hold on,
most
Jeb.
recent lead up to MAGA.
Jeb,
Hold
your example of McCain being kind was him saying, someone says Obama's a Muslim, and he says, actually, no, he's a good person, implying what?
No,
Muslim,
it wasn't
right?
that he was a
So-
Muslim. It was
They're
that he
bad
wasn't
people.
from the United States. He said
Which
he
is
is from the
true.
United States. AKA, he's not lying to you. He's a good person who I disagree
I know
with.
he was trying to be nice, but he was also being incredibly. This is the like bomb Iran guy. Like this guy was like using that also as a pivot to like be mean to brown people. Just to be clear.
So
No, he
based,
wasn't. Bro, no one can watch that video with a brain and fucking derive that from that clip.
Not the
Wick,
worst
I would
part of
love
it.
for you to run that clip.
Run it.
And because
I
this is
don't
going
have
to
that.
show
Uh-oh.
how
On
bad
my
faith
fingertip,
Soypil
sorry.
is when it comes to
No,
Republicans.
I will
Someone-
watch it.
The clip,
No,
and I
John
think
McCain-
McCain was pretty reasonable in that clip.
I think he was reasonable, except for the fact that his response was, because I think this is still like, as backhanded as a 2008, nice thing to say of Obama is no, he's not a Muslim, he's a good person, is what he said, or something along those lines.
It
Like,
wasn't
no, he's
about
not
him
an
being
Arab.
Muslim. It was about them saying he was lying about where he
No,
was
I know.
born.
I know.
And he was saying he's not lying to you. He just
I will.
disagrees
I know.
with
I'm just
you.
saying it's like 90% good, 10% like, all right, John McCain, just to be
Why-
clear.
I
But
don't-
also,
I
that's
guess
not a good
we're
example of like.
Parking our ring on
and
the
also,
show.
John McCain didn't win that election.
That's not nice.
True,
It's
you
also
know-
just really funny that you're pointing to a pre-MAGA
that's-
era of politics, whenever the person who insulted John
We are
McCain and
discussing
called him
the
a
rise of
loser for
MAGA.
being captured.
That's a topic.
Forward.
Yeah.
Yes, but I was saying, when do we ever get rewarded for being nice to these people?
You don't get.
That was my question to you.
When
and
do we
then he
get
brings up the
rewarded
John
for
McCain
being mean?
example.
What
Elections?
What we won in
You pointed
2020.
at-
You win
What
elections,
do you
dog.
mean?
What do you mean? When you
Volume balance is off.
I,
Hold on.
again, I'm
Yeah,
sorry
wait,
to
and-
take this convo hostage, but I feel like that a huge part of my point in the beginning of this was that there are
There you go.
certain movements that we have
Alright.
given credence to. I'm not even
There
talking
we
about
go.
us being nice, right? But we've all engaged
I'm gonna get a little
in
bit
some
closer
form
to
of
1
like
minute.
thinking that intervention
Video's
is
at like
wrong.
40.
We've all
Okay, hold
engaged
on.
in
Let
some
me.
form of like anti-intellectualism and anti-establishment. And so
How's
I'm
that?
probably
Is
not
that
going to move
better?
on until this guy here admits that he got it wrong. So
You want me to
Is
get
this
to the
better?
gap of you saying that Dems are responsible for the uprising
I
of
said
MAGA,
they're
or
partly. I said they're partly, but I didn't say
You
it
said
was
they
like
were.
majority or anything.
Also,
I didn't say you said it was majority. I was
main
quoting
thing,
you.
My
She'd be right
main
if she
thing.
said that anyway. I mean, you still haven't refuted.
Can't
the
tell any
point
change.
that
Hold on.
It is
He
often
was more
the case.
tentative than Dev. Dev said
Yeah.
2/3, and she was more
Yeah.
tentative than Dev.
I said
mean,
2/3,
there's
and I
no,
stand by
There's no
2/3.
need to misrepresent.
How's
her.
that? Is that better?
Yeah,
My
there's
point
no
in bringing
fucking
this up
reason.
was
And it's
because I was
just
pointing to
honestly-
how
Also,
weak-willed
it's just
Democrats
very
are.
fucking-
I wonder
it's
why
just-
she said that.
But you're
Might be
you're-
too
you're-
much in
you're
the other
fucking
direction, though.
lying
Almost
then
like you
about the
curated
amount
a
of the heaviness I
panel.
put on the
Do
Dems
that?
for it.
Okay,
I said,
perfect.
yes, the Dems in some ways can be responsible, but I said a huge
Mark,
part of it is these
he invited
movements,
you onto a curated panel where that was the fucking topic. That was literally the
Yeah,
topic
it was
of
the
discussion.
topic, and
Your
I
answer
have
had
to
to be
engage with the
somewhere
topic.
between
Can I
0%
just
and
say?
100%.
Can I just say real quick
Like,
that
so stupid.
I do find it funny, in an ironic sort of way, that Holly and Stardust both are getting way more crap for this panel than I am, who I literally put it together. Like, I'm the one
Yeah,
who
and
decided the topic.
they're the
I
ones that are
invited the
choosing
guests.
to respond
I
to
mean,
it.
I got all the.
specifically said
I
everybody
got,
on the
if
panel.
you're gonna come at someone, this is
Yeah,
what-
we're engaging in
I
these
will-
ways.
I'm
I've
a
said that
feminist, so
Dems
I will
is-
let you go off on Stardust and Tali all you want. This is funny.
Yeah, and I
Sure,
said
yeah,
all
I
four of
believe-
you. I didn't
Okay,
just say
so
them; they were
I've-
responding to me. I said all four of you, to be clear.
Well, I
Okay,
did
so-
respond to you.
so
I
you're
just said,
kind
yeah,
of-
I'm right.
you're kind of misconstruing my entire thing, right? Because yes, while I said that the Dems are like that are responsible in their own small way, like I don't think they're fully responsible for the rise of MAGA. Absolutely not. No, I think they're only a small part of it. I think a much larger part of it are those movements of anti-establishment like thinking and this whole like this collective like amnesia that we have as American people. I feel like I made those my points several times throughout this thing, so I don't know why you have to engage in dishonesty.
Yeah, I don't know
just,
why you have to make this whole thing about you whenever I didn't say that you're assuming the disproportionate
You
reason for
literally-
MAGA
you
uprising is because of the
literally-
Democrats. I'm saying that
brought
you
it-
said that.
You brought it up. You brought it up, and I am addressing it.
And
And
here's
we're
the thing.
like we're going to address
Here's
this
the thing
now
that's going
until
on
we
here.
come to an
Yeah,
understanding.
Yeah,
feel
you
like
can come to the understanding.
I
exactly
agree
what I
with
said when I
Stardust
was
here.
exactly
I think that like
quoting
there
you,
are
and we can
some
be done there.
Exactly
aspects
quoting me.
the
But
reason
I'm
we
saying
can
that I'm
criticize
like
the
that they're
Dems.
fully responsible. Okay.
I don't think.
No, did I
I
say
think it's
that?
pretty unfair
You
that they're
said
saying
the
that
reason.
she's
You're
like
saying-
disproportionately
Yeah.
criticizing them.
Did I say they were fully
reason.
responsible?
The
And I think
reason.
that's
I wanna hear
more
it.
so
Hold
to
on.
do with
Which
the
is exactly
framing
what
of the
I'm-
entire
I'm
positive
quoting-
when you talk.
hold on,
I
Hold on.
didn't say the
Hold on.
reason. I didn't
Someone,
say
so,
the
so hold on.
reason.
We can all.
I'll just do this because like I want to fucking talk with this concurrently, but yeah, no, like she's kind of right in this case. I think like the Dems do have something to like kind of speak for right there with not being able to kind of capture like kind of the anti-establishment crowd and to either convince them otherwise or to kind of dispel those myths properly. God damn it. This is so cringe. Stupid anti-energy field. Alright, fuck it. Both of them die. Here. But, like, I don't know. I think they're going way too hard at her for no reason. Like, this is a very milquetoast take.
that are untrue, while dismissing anyone with a contrary opinion. Honestly, I don't think he's capable of actually listening to women. Is he sexist?
That's true. I do hate women, but it's not because of this conversation. It's because of many past conversations. I have a question, Wick.
ahead.
So like through this whole conversation, it's the left is being too mean. We have to have better vibes. This is why we're going to lose elections or past 2026. Lav is over here saying all Muslims are bad. No one really pushed back on that whatsoever. No one really seems to
I
care.
wanted to.
Is
I
that ever
wanted
going to
to,
do
as being-
anything? Is that going to lose them
I wanted
election?
to, but
Is the
everybody
Islamophobia for
else
8
was
years going to do
talking,
something?
so,
Well, the point
yeah.
is that like this is what we're up against. Is these fucking moron bigot and like just fucking retards, right? And it's like, oh well,
So
if
why-
you're not
Yes.
completely perfect,
That's wait.
if
First
we're
of
not
all,
completely
that's
perfect,
Uh-oh, they're
if you're not
triggered.
completely
That's not
perfect,
yelling at me,
it's truth.
if you're not completely perfect,
You
then you're going to lose all the
are
elections and
vibes
turn all these
based.
people away.
You're vibes
But
based.
Lav
You think that
and all
Muslims are
these
good just
Republicans-
based on vibes. I have
I
stats.
don't think Muslims are good. I
know. I have
I
statistics
know
on what they
many
do
Muslims,
to women.
and
I have
know
statistics
like
on what
some
they
of
do to
them, and I
women.
don't like some of them. And you hate all Muslims because you're fucking retarded and don't understand how to have
I come from a
interpersonal
Muslim
connections.
family.
No, I think Islam is very evil.
Muslims
You
in
think
America
Star
are
is
very
evil?
well
She's from a
integrated.
Muslim family. Star's
No,
one
I
of the
think
good
is
ones,
I
right?
think Islam is evil. Yeah, I think it's evil.
Okay,
It's
$10
evil.
for my desk. Hold on, I
But
gotta
I'm
make
not
a
gonna
little
defend
money.
any
Hold
Muslim.
on, I gotta
Okay,
make some money, so I'm gonna
there,
make.
there's a fucking thing to say about like religions, like to the degree at which they're all kind of like evil, yada yada yada, like based on stats, vibes, like it's all so fucking useless and fucking toxic. Pause the video and talk. I made Sonsel didn't. I'm mad Sonsel didn't ask my question. Damn, that's kind of rough. Like, if I ever get in onto this panel, like I can fucking rail against this fucking shit. But holy fuck, I don't know. I don't know what else I would add to the panel at this point. I've kind of soy raged out in the
How
background.
you end up with only white landowners of good standing can vote in the Constitution. $10 from Malik to say vibes-based voting can absolutely impact your life. Most Trump voters are vibes voters. $5 from Puddle Sucker to say, can we ask Stardust how she managed to give Aiden underground ringworm at VidCon? I don't know anything about that.
What?
$5 from Landon Stewart. Dems are let me. There are just two more. And then we're done. $5
Star,
from
you had
Landon
ringworm?
Stewart to say
We were
Dems
in
are 100%
proximity.
responsible,
don't.
but the cons are responsible for
I
how
don't.
woke got
It's
to
just
where
very
it got.
funny.
It's always been a cycle. Only gays, probably more just. $5 from Jake and Bake to say this whole debate is asinine. Joe Biden won by saying, "Will you shut up, man?" I think that's why he won.
True.
And there we
That honestly probably moved the needle more than you would think. In fact, I think you can literally trace it to that debate.
Yeah, I just want to ask this person, like, do you acknowledge by saying like I said it's the reason that you were implying that I'm saying it's the sole reason?
Yeah, I don't want to have this conversation. This is a fucking retarded.
Oh my god.
Subversion of the actual conversation.
I don't care if it's a subversion of the actual conversation.
It's
I think
ironic
you're
how you can
lying
hijack
about-
the entire panel to talk
you're-
about this dumb petty shit, but you can't speak up about
Hold
the
on.
Muslim
You were
attack
petty-
or whatever that
you
Lab was talking
were-
about.
you-
And you supposedly wanted to talk about it. It's kind of
Hold on,
ironic.
She's not beholden to Muslims. What do you mean?
Stardust.
Speak up. Use your platform.
Everybody else was talking. Everybody else was talking,
not
so
like
it's not
the
like I could have
fucking
gotten
Muslim
in to say
debater.
I
What the
did.
fuck?
I did want to push back on
You
that.
can
but
talk over everybody else
was
now, so
talking.
you can
Like
hijack the entire
generic,
panel.
normal
Make sure I'm
26%
first off-
Republican Trump
that
who
First
would have
off,
gotten more
I'm sorry.
votes.
I'm not going to stand when people are disrespectful
Trump
of me. So
never
yeah,
left
I
on
am going to
politics.
say
It's like
something.
saying I hate all
No,
Muslims.
this
You
is-
should now's your chance. Here's your platform.
I
Speak
didn't
up.
say I
That's
hate
disrespect.
I don't know. I think populists have a tendency to become more popular than like the non-populist counterparts. Like, like those who like fucking hardcore engage in that shit. Like, it is a very politically effective tool. Like when used to like affect your goals. Like Trump spoke to people's fear. That's why we lost in 2016. Exactly. Like that is like the primary thing. He spoke to people who were disaffected. He spoke to people who like saw the changes happening and they didn't like it, and he played into it. And he blamed the fucking like he blamed immigrants on it. He blamed like wokeness. He blamed all this culture war bullshit. Like this is like pretty fucking obvious. To, like anyone who's like even like marginally like tuned into like the politics sphere. Like this is like nothing. None of this is controversial at all, in my opinion. Like these are just like truisms. These are things that are obvious. And like the Dem candidate that spoke on that the most, like funnily enough, was also another like populist. It was Bernie. And granted, I like his policies more. Like exactly, that's exactly what he did. And the problem is Democratic voters were not as like these like mainline Democratic voters. They wanted to keep the normalcy. Like that was their thing. They saw what was happening as like they saw the things as normal, and they really didn't like here's where we criticize the Democrats here. They kind of just in a lot of ways they didn't really address the issues all that well. And the reason why they didn't address these issues is because they also weren't effectively utilizing populism. Like, Trump won these people over pretty easily because he's a populist at the end of the day. He is someone who wants to utilize rhetoric to speak to the quote-unquote common man or common whoever the fuck. And we have like all these like stupid ass slogans like fucking Pokemon go to the polls, Hillary Clinton. Like, she was to them the elite. Fucking Donald Trump pushed like the elite into the corner of what Democrats were. He aligned those two groups together, and that's what stigmatized people against the Democrats to some degree. Is because for one reason or another, that's what the association was. Ugh, God.
And it's not like it's a very conducive environment to do that. But I do disagree with Lav, and I'm sure she knows that I disagree with that. I think in general, most religions have like very misogynistic things in them, if that's what it's about. If you're talking about like what Muslims do in other parts of the world, I would just still disagree. I think the Muslims in America are very integrated with, you know, with our society. I come from a Muslim family that's very female focused and very, you know, education focused and all of that. So, yeah.
So obviously, Soy Pilled, you're new here. I speak that way because it's funny. I don't actually think all Muslims are evil. I have a more nuanced take than that. But it's funny to say they're all evil.
As someone who's very open to edgy jokes, you should try being funnier. That's not very good.
I think people thought it was funny
Usually
enough.
there's like a setup and a punchline, not just like, haha, guys, I was just pretending to be a retarded bigot, but nice try.
The Muslims are voting for Harris next time. I do
True.
want to clarify because people keep throwing around the word nice, and I don't think anybody on kind of our side of things has said the word nice. It's not about being nice. There's a negotiation. I guess you have maybe. There's a negotiation strategy that's really important called the Golden Bridge, and it's basically you can be firm and you can be trying to get something from somebody or get a concession from somebody or even get them to admit that you were right in some way, but you give them what's called a golden bridge to escape through so that they don't have to feel defeated in order to concede. So instead of approaching Tali with, oh, I actually think you're fucking retarded, why am I listening to you? You could just say, Tali, you strike me as someone who has a lot of the same opinions and principles as me, and when I see someone who votes for Trump, he represents all these evil things because of this, and this policy that I don't like, and I don't see how you could be supportive of that. Is that what you did you mean you were supportive of that, or is again what
Jeff,
would it take to get you to vote
I'm
for
aware of
Democrats
how to
next
have
time?
a
Would require
empathetic
emotional
conversation-
intelligence.
an empathetic conversation with someone who I think is doing things that are conducive to harming people like me. However, that's not what I'm doing here. Not because I'm incapable of doing it, because I'm unfortunately.
What do you think Republicans
faced with the
think?
Hey,
You
Lab,
are so,
Lab,
it's like impossible that you cannot self-actualize. Like I
no,
cannot
Quiet
believe
Cody,
this is
Quiet
real.
Cody, Quiet Cody. So what I'm doing here is I'm confronting the fact that Tali is being spoken to as a person of what can the Democrats do? Because when you say, hey, this person might be able to tell us advice, but they're clearly unable to prioritize policies that demonstrably are these like hierarchical things that should be game changers for voting,
She's not
then why should we
placing-
listen to their advice? That is what's frustrating.
She's not
I
placing
don't know how to
vibes
reach
into
out to
policy.
these people.
Represent unable instead of just unwilling in that one election. Demonstrate unable. You just said she is unable to prioritize policy over those things just because she didn't
she has
once.
she has poor prioritization of her policies. She's being asked as a not an expert, Tali. I'm not like claiming like you're claiming to be an expert, but she's being asked as a panelist.
You did
and
say that.
I'm-
Like,
yeah,
over and
I know,
over
but
and
like unironically, like I don't think that you think you're an expert. I don't think you're up here on some high horse of like, well, I'm this person. However, you are going on all these panels. Everyone's like, well, how do we reach out? How do we reach out? And it's like, well, clearly this person doesn't have very strong principles.
No
that
one
can
is
be
coming
reached
to me
because
asking how
because
can
they're
we reach
back
out.
and forth.
It's literally
Tali-
not what is happening at all.
So-
It's no.
so
it's
whatever,
Well,
the,
well, yeah,
whatever way
because
you want to
you
phrase
have-
it, the
she has
point
nothing.
is, the point is
That's
that
literally
I don't
not
think
what's
you have
happening at
anything
all.
substantive to say about how to change Democrats'
Except for the
votes
fact
and
that I
support.
do,
And
that
I
I
She has nothing.
represent real people out there.
The thing is,
Yeah,
Ollie,
real people are
nothing you're saying
retarded,
about whatever
though.
dumb reason you voted for Trump is new to me.
Real
We
people
know
are
this already,
stupid.
and we can reach out to these people. This is like a whole thing that
That's
I
fine, and
do.
you're just
Like, we could reach out to people who have no fucking principles based on vibes. And you know how we do that? We just jangle keys. Wait, what Trump did to a lot of these people is just jangle keys. And the keys were, we've got solutions to all the problems that you fear. And the fucking door that they were trying to unlock were all the fears that people had about the future and yada blah 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 blah. We just jangle the keys. Like that's what, that is the prescription at this point, is to jangle the keys in front of the toddler. Fuck me. I hate this shit so much.
So if your criticism is she's going on to all these shows and I don't want to hear this opinion, fine, but like this is literally her show. Like this is where she's going to be here because like she's the host. She's the co-host.
Let's just give you kind of a look behind the scenes. Me and Tali every week says, what are we going to talk about next week? Sometimes her ideas went out. Like, she's the one that wanted the trans debate, right? That we did, right? And so we set it up because she suggested that.
So you were the host of that one too?
We had,
to be clear,
hold on, just real quick. Let me finish. Let me finish.
No, that was a debate. That was not a.
Yeah, that wasn't the Wick and Tally show, right? But she helps me get like different ideas for shows. She booked what was her name? The two people you booked. Artemis Hunter.
I booked Diane Yap. I booked Hunter Ash. I booked Taftash.
Yes. So she books for me sometimes on these things, and again, she decides the topics. Like, I think it'd be interesting to talk about this. I'm like, I agree. Let's do it, right? So this one, we couldn't think of one, and someone suggested that I won't say who in case they don't want me to say, right? But someone DM'd me and says, hey, I think you should have a topic on this. I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. And so I brought, and I reached out to Dev, and I reached out to Stardust, and I was like, you guys want to talk about this? And they did. And so here we are, right? And this is our weekly show, the Wick and Tally show, right?
You begged me to come on. You literally begged
Lav,
me.
I don't know. I didn't ask you to come on at all, Lav. You just showed up.
Anything, it's inconvenient for me personally that this is the topic of conversation this week because it's coming off the heels of me doing that very one conversation on Live and Learn, which was supposed to be a Wick TV Tali and Wick show, but Econoboy recommended we do on their show instead. It was supposed to be the trial of Tali. It was supposed to be them coming after me of why I voted Trump, not them saying, oh, please, why defected liberal, tell us how we can win you back. That was not the energy of a single person there. And then, yes, a few people after listening to
because
me
you're stupid.
asked to talk to me more about things after.
Because
I'm
she's
not going on
stupid.
some world
And
tour
I will
about why
defend my
the Democrats
co-host
need to
here.
listen to me. Hold on, actually,
Tali's
wait,
an
sorry, one more
interesting
thing to say.
person. You should listen to her.
Thank you. But
For what?
Literally
For
one of the very
what,
first things
though?
I say on the Live and Learn episode is, I
Wick,
struggled
for
coming into
what?
this because if I'm honest, I don't think that the left
For what, Wick?
should be trying to win
She's
me
a good
over.
fucking target.
If anything, what I offer up
She's
is
very
an
effective at being a
experience
fucking
of
target for people who
is an experience
target
of
the
someone
fact
who
that
used
she
to
has
vote
no
like this, who
fucking
used to think this
policy
way, and has changed her mind on several things, and now
There's no
feels
real ones.
disaffected in this way. And people can
No
choose
real-
to hear that or not. But I literally
Yeah, we can
preempted the entire
convert Trump
conversation.
supporters.
with,
Yep, the
I don't
private
think that
ice.
it's necessarily
Yeah, exactly.
a
I think what we need to do.
a good strategic move for the
And
Democrats right now
I've taken
to
off
be
the headphones. I'm gonna mute this. Yeah, we just need to start sitting there and fucking like telling them, yeah, you know what, you're next, and what we need to specifically target the Latino Trump voters here. This is the fucking take here. It's like look who Trump deported without due process right there. He's profiling people that look like you. His fucking Gestapo is looking for people that look like you to get rid of you, and you will never see a day in court. That is his policy right there. If you want to see your family again, or if you want to be able to see your family in the U.S. and you want your entire family along with you to be thriving, then your job in part is to make sure that Trump never gets power again, and to fucking completely gut ICE. Fucking gut them, string them up, and never have an agency like that again. Fucking disgusting. Like, at some point, ICE is gonna have a fucking shootout. There's gonna be a fucking shootout between ICE and like some random family that doesn't want someone to get deported. Like, all these fucking stupid ass, like, 2A LARPers are like, oh, fucking civil war. We're here to stop the government from being overly we're stopping government tyranny with my guns. Guess what? Those types of people, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a flying fuck. A lot of them don't. Like a lot of these people fucking say that they don't give a flying fucking fuck when it actually happens. A lot of these fucking a lot of these fucking 2A people don't give a shit. I haven't seen the NRA talk about like this shit about, you know, government. I haven't seen a lot of Republicans talk about government overreach outside of the ones that aren't like hardcore MAGA. Riddle me this. Riddle me this. What happens when ICE finds a fucking family that will make them fuck around and find out? What happens then? Will there actually be a conversation amongst like the fucking hardcore 2A supporters about how we need to be defending the gun rights of like these people and being able to protect their homes from fucking invaders, especially government invaders? Or are they just going to sit back and like they have been doing, and they're going to be like, well, like they just give more of a fuck about what Trump does than they care about whatever the fuck like dumb fuck ass principles about holding guns that they have. And I think for most of them, it's just going to be Trump shit, because most of these like fucking 2A fuckers have they're just like hardcore Trumpies at this point. Like not even government invaders, plain clothing kidnappers too. Like people who fucking LARP as ICE agents will try to do this too. And ICE agents are already fucking LARPers as it is. They're already fucking like military LARPers as it is. Especially with the fucking budget that they're getting. With all that money. All that new money that the big beautiful bill gave them. So they can deport little 7-year-olds again. So they can go around and whip up more people without giving them any day in court, without giving them a single like shred of dignity. They want to string these people up and take them out to whatever country will take them, whichever country's prison will take them. Sorry. Big difference right there. Whichever, fuck, man. Yeah, and you know what? Like, when that happens, like, I will not feel sorry for these people. I will not feel sorry for the fucking invaders. Like, they're... Like, if you fucking step into someone's home looking to find some fucking immigrants without a warrant, without any fucking, like, sense of due process, like, even, like, no. You deserve everything that you get beyond, like, that, beyond starting that encounter. You deserve every single bit of it. And this isn't a matter of like, oh, I'm just doing my job. These people have every single ability to not do that. To not be fucking cruel. To not go around and do stupid shit like this. They have every fucking right to. They have every fucking chance to do this. But you will see that they won't, for the most part. Because a lot of these people that are in fucking ICE right now, like, they largely don't give a fuck either. They largely would say fuck immigrants too. Yeah, maybe it could be to just like fucking infiltrate ICE at this point. Yeah, like I'm all for like having people infiltrate ICE and like figure out the inner workings, fucking James O'Keefe style. Like who's to say that we shouldn't at this point? Who's to say that we shouldn't? To document every single fucked up thing that's happening. I don't even know where I'm... Oh yeah, that's right. I was getting... The only people that are going to be joining are the people who want to fucking get rid of these people. To get rid of immigrants. To get rid of people that they don't like. All the brown people. That is... Like, and that is very few people at this point. Which is why I'm saying, like, at this point, anyone who's like doing this in ICE. They are doing it because they are enthusiastically supporting this. They are not beholden to some government law or to something to like, and they're forced to participate in ICE. No one is forced to participate to take a job in ICE. Only the people who have like a few years in like some like law enforcement-esque or like military-esque occupation. Like that is an option for them. And these people are also more likely to just fucking take up a like officer position at their local town. By the way. The only people who are going to be taking up this are just evil fuckers. Evil pieces of shit. And every other word I'm saying is fucking and fucking shitty. Like, I'm fucking Vivian Wolf at this point with how often I'm saying cuss words. It's just in my vocabulary. It's in every other word in my sentence now. Like, I need to find that clip of like her saying like fucking like that'd be hilarious. But yeah, no, like I hope that this never happens because I personally don't want anyone to get shot and killed. Even these evil fucking people, I don't want them to like. I don't want them to have to face those potential consequences because I think that would be horrible. I think that would be a terrible outcome. At the same time, it's becoming more and more likely that it may happen. The risk is getting higher. I wonder if the California National Guard leadership should be put on trial for treason against the state. Maybe there probably could be an argument for that. Like at the same time that the National Guard there got completely screwed over there. All the fucking their chain of command ends with Gavin Newsom. Like, I think like he gained control over them at some point. Like, who would arrest them? Like, who would arrest who? The entire executive branch bias is far right. Yeah. At least for right now, it biases the far right. I think that hopefully, like, if we just keep this. Yeah, California can like prosecute individuals who commit crimes in California. Like that's is that valid though? Hold on. Let me see. Can you actually commit treason against a U.S. state? I'd imagine so. There are both federal and state laws prohibiting treason. Okay, yeah. Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, like there is some like ability to prosecute that then. Yeah. They're still doing the panel, but
States like Pennsylvania behind like Josh Shapiro.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Probably
Maybe
the
can I
crowds
get
that
on
I
the
saw
circle?
most enthusiastic in this last election.
Well, I'm not talking about the election. I'm talking about in the actual events that are occurring, like since the election of Trump.
Well, I mean, if you're talking about the riots, if they're just rioting and not voting, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, energized is tough. Because, like, do you mean, like, positively energized or, like, angry?
Hold on.
I think people
Become off and don't mute.
Nope. Is the soy pill still streaming? Damn it, he's offline. That little shit, he's gone. I wanted to talk to him.
Ex-girlfriend, like that's what she would, her the psycho ex-girlfriend, like that's what she would be. She would be the psycho. Like if you're getting up to leave the room, she like stands up, she's like, where are we going?
Let me see. Damn it, he did leave. Fuck. All right, well. There goes any attempts at doing that. Part of Trump's complaints that the LAPD are not supporting ICE. Like, God. I'm saying the local state cops are not. Okay, I've traveled tracking this. Like, what are the actual positions that you guys are holding right now? In particular, Trash Cat Heckin' Chunker. Like, what are the positions you are currently holding? Let's see if we can parse out what you're saying. Good sir, or madam, or the dem. I don't know what the fucking gender neutral term for that is, but the dem sounds right. Which streamers, creators mirror your politics? That's actually a good question. I think right now, a good, like, I'd say corollary to the people that hold my politics right now, or that hold like similar views to me to some degree, or at least most similar. We have, I haven't met him yet, but the soy pill is pretty chill. Non-fun 420. Non-fun 420 is pretty cool, but he's also like really like heavy into the like academic economic shit. Love that for him. He's super cool. Give both of those people a follow or sub or whatever. Sansel, I've known him for a good long while. He and I hold a lot of views politically, like similarly. I've known him for a good few years, like super chill. Yeah, Soypill is doing amazing. Yeah, he was fucking speaking, preaching everything that I would want to say, like in that panel specifically. And like, yeah, he did phenomenal right there. I think, and then I don't know if he still like streams on the regular, but Shark 300, he's more to the left than me probably. I think he's a little bit more like tied up in like being a socialist, and I wouldn't put the label of socialist on myself quite yet. Though I'm pretty amicable to like mostly democratic socialism, would say, but I wouldn't give you like a really good argument for it either way. But no, I like what Shark 300, that's his name. I like what he has to say and what he has said. And I've known him for a little bit. I moderated in his community for a little bit too before some of his other moderators kind of kicked me out of that community, which I'm still not too happy about, but that's more so like personal stuff and doesn't really affect me all that much today. But either way, he's still really cool. I think Shark 300 himself is pretty cool. So you're the Frogan of that community? Yeah. Wait. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean the Frogan of that community? The Shark 300 community? Mod term streamer? Oh yeah. Ah, you're right. Yeah. I mean, I don't stream like often. Like, I think the last time I streamed was last Monday or something, or Wednesday or whatever. Like, I wanted to stream, but I was like, nah, not really. I say I wanted to, but kind of not really. But no, today I got really, really angry. I wanted to fucking debate two different people today. We can actually talk about that next. You know what? That's actually a great segue. I'll talk about this first one here, and then the second one might piss off internet gas a little bit. Well, oh wait, he's not even here. Cool. I can piss him off. Here we go. I think it is time to. I'm gonna openly just call out fucking drone tech on my stream, and eventually, if I get the motivation to actually edit my fucking videos and put up something, I was some guy reached out to me, another like online friend, said he wanted to edit something, and I gave him access to the video. I haven't seen anything happen, or to a video. Haven't seen anything come of it, so I'm just going to fucking lock in one day and churn out a bunch of content that has been sitting on the backlog. But videos are easy, thumbnails good, and titles, yeah. I like mostly thumbnails because my thumbnails are like fucking. Hold on, let me show you. Let me show you here what we're working with. This is the. Oh, cool! All of my lives are up here. That's great. That's actually really great. So we've got. Hold on. I'm proud of this thumbnail specifically right here. I just think that one's very funny looking too. That's the thing. But like that's like a thumbnail that I liked. Where are my views on Vosh's on Destiny? Oof. That's gonna be a really tough take. They're all gay. Derogatory. All of them. All of them are gay. In the most derogatory fucking way. Like if I had the ability to if I could say no, I shouldn't say this. Yeah, if I could say a slurry would. As a funny meme. I can't see just links straight to video, really? Hold up. Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on.
All right.
You know what? We'll do this instead. This is the smarter take here. I forgot. There we go. You can look at the videos. There's just a bunch of shit there. That one was the one I linked was debating undefeated final boss of anti-transgenderism. And it's a fucking Shadow of a Colossus meme from like 3 years ago. And then yeah, most of these have thumbnails. They actually do have thumbnails. And there's probably a couple things I should eat off at some point, but nah. Well, we'll see. We will see. There's like the God, oh my god, the fucking earliest thumbnails with the little Doot horn skeleton. I just really need to fucking work on my thumbnails. Most of my thumbnails need to be faces. Yeah, that's the meta now. But I don't know. I mean, I have pretty expressive faces, so I could probably find something. I just have to look at it and then crop myself in, which I don't know. That's probably the easy part, low-key. Like like faces and emotions. Yeah, that's what I need. That's just more so I've got not necessarily my face. Okay. That too. I don't know. I did the soy jack shit for a little bit. Like if we look at some of my content, Trump and Kamala zoom in, true. Like I did some like soy jack shit. That's not necessarily face, but it's funny. But I had Big Papa Fascist's little face on there with the fucking cigarette doing this. Oh yeah, I have a clip that has my face on there. And then, wait, I did this really early on actually with the CTV debate, and then one of the debates with Drone Text Discord. Oh my god, this is way back when. I had some okay thumbnails. I think I had some alright thumbnails. I don't know. I don't know about that. But God. I need some fucking music to put in the background as something to quell the minds of people. Hold on. Let me find something real quick. Here we go. We'll try this. How's that? That's some lo-fi right there. Perfect. We got the vibes right there. Vibes. And hopefully this is all royalty free because I looked up royalty free. But yeah, I just need to not be lazy with my content one day and just fucking lock in. I need to like I also need to re-download the like editing software too that I had. Actually, does Nvidia have do they have like video editing software? I could try that out. I'd imagine so. But I've only used like a open source shit from prior excursions. Yeah, if I weren't so like realistically, it is just me being like kind of lazy and not wanting to do it on top of like sometimes like my work schedule's kind of crazy and I can't dedicate time to thinking about it, and I'd rather just shit around and vibe in video games like this. But yeah. But yeah, no, to complete the question from earlier, like those are the political, like those are the people I'd say that are like closest to me in terms of not just, you know, political like affectations, but also like vibes, maybe like rhetorically there's some like overlap there. I also just like the work of like some of them, especially lately, like Soy Pill. Shark 3.0 has had some pretty good conversations too. He's more so, at least when he's talking to people, he's a little bit more on the like pretty charitable side. Like he's super fucking nice, and like I have absolutely no beef with him whatsoever. Like I think he's chill, he's super great. Definitely recommend him all the way. But yeah, Soy Pill, love the shit that he does. It's great. Great memes, great content. Yeah, non-fun. Econoboy's pretty cool too. I like Econoboy as well. Gotta go playing Roblox? That's gay. Why did I? Oh yeah, that's right. I was about to say, why did I go over here? More fuel cells. I'm literally just setting up my bases for their power. So I can never think about, well, I'm gonna have to continue scaling up my power here, but I'd rather take the time to do that now. I just need to find more fucking fuel cells. I need to go into the deep desert one day and just do that. Like I need to actually like pull myself up by the bootstraps and just go ham into there. What I really need to do is get more duraluminum. There we go. There we go. When do I work tomorrow, actually? Now that I think about it. I want to say it's in the afternoon. It is. Yeah, no, fuck. The last time I kind of locked in with streaming was with the like debate saga with like flat earthers, maybe, well, to some degree. Then the little religion debate, which the more I like kind of think about it and I kind of engage with all the shit there, like, I don't know, the less I'm like, the less satisfied I am, because mainly in the aspect of that debate, I feel like is kind of unfinished. Which sounds like it makes absolutely no sense, but I just feel like there's so much more to like kind of grill on the like precept side, but I don't know. Eventually I'll fucking lock in again and do more philosophy bullshit and just completely like own them one day. Because at the end of the day, I felt like that conversation kind of just like it reached a good conclusion, and like what I got out of that was like pretty alright, but I wanted more. I think I wanted more concessions out of that. I feel like at some point I kind of just got walled. Stonewalled. Hey. Not really stonewalled, but you know, walled off. Yeah. Also, I just don't do nowadays. I don't really do much like political content or engagement wise, and it's mostly just because I'd be an incoherent, rambling, angry mess at pretty much every single thing going on. Like I just become irrationally angry. And while it would make for fun content, perhaps, I would just look like completely and utterly deranged, which would not be. It'd be good for, well, it could be good for content, but at the same point, straining as fuck. And like the people that I'd be yelling at, it would just make anything like. It wouldn't make anything better. I would just get even more angry. But I will do it just specifically to like force these people to grovel. And just, there are specific people that I'd be calling out. I'm looking at you, Drone Tech. That's what we're getting at. I went on a ramble spree and I forgot that's what I was gonna talk about. Drone Tech in that motherfuckers. Ooh, whoa. That is a neat little Harkonnen base, actually. That's cool. Ah, that's so neat. Okay. Alright, now it's time to actually lock in and get some things done in this game. But let me pull up. It is time we do a little call out here. And you know what? We'll do this. This is better. And we're going to start with this tweet right here. The progressive strategy to convince a quote-unquote marginalized group that its underperformance is the fault of someone or something else, thereby filling those within the group with righteous but crippling anger, and to sacralize the anger and exploit it for political purposes. And here's the statement of that. To some degree, could be true. Could. Emphasis on the could. And it has happened before. It is pretty disgusting when it does happen, and for like really malicious purposes. I don't know. I'm not necessarily against blaming other people for the issues that are occurring within a marginalized group, especially when those are true. To some degree, we could talk about the fact that systemic racism has affected black people. Like these are just obvious truisms. These are facts. Like these are like the data bears out entirely. Like this is not something that should be debated on seriously unless you're a fucking weirdo. Process thing, yeah. But here we go. Our boy Drone Tech. Hitler was a big fan of this strategy. With the implication that progressives are closer to Hitler. Yeah, Godwin's law right there. We're invoking Hitler right here. And so I came up with a very fun idea to quote tweet him. Most self-aware MAGA voter. Let's point out the ice and the hysteria around immigration and tally up the Hitler points. Obvious. Mustache man. Very bad. Like, you want to invoke Hitler? I mean, look at the fucking Gestapo. Look at ICE being completely militarized and being able to just fucking walk into people's homes and pick up whoever the fuck they think is illegal. Usually brown people, by the way. These people won't say it, and they'll fucking like get really mad when you try to point this out. But when they're talking about illegals, when they say, "Oh, do you look like an illegal?" they're profiling. They're absolutely profiling you, and it is racial profiling at that most of the time. Like, that's what's happening a lot of times. And guess what? Some of these people are citizens, or some of these people aren't actually are illegal. They're not. They're not illegal. They're people who are in this country legally for one reason or another. Whether it be because they're green card holders or because they're going through the immigration process. Like, and these same people, these ICE agents, will pick up people from courthouses who are going to their immigration cases or doing the right thing, or going through the fucking process, and then ICE will come up and sweep them after their cases get dismissed. And it's off to El Salvador, it's off to South Sudan, it's off to whichever prison camp wants to take them at the behest of the United States, who's paying them to keep these people, or they get sent to Alligator, Alcatraz, yada yada yada. But I'm kind of just yapping here. Why can't you folks ever be honest? Drunk Tech says this current situation is about illegal immigration, and 10.8 million in the course of 4 years is not hysteria. You've all been lying about it from the start and continue to. And this is the first time I ask him for a conversation, because he continuously dodges me. I know he does. He keeps saying it's like due to family shit. Like, every time it is family shit. He has time to upload videos and to make them and to create content for his YouTube channel every day. You know what? Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. We're gonna go to YouTube. Hold up. And we're gonna go to his channel real quick. He uploads at least twice a week. He's a YouTuber. He used to host and be a part of debates. He would debate people like fucking Destiny. He would debate all of these people all the time. But now he's just a YouTube channel. He's like, that's what he does right now. He makes this content twice a week for his viewers' pleasure. This is the first time that he dodges a debate with me. Then we'll talk. Then we'll go into the quote tweeter. I'm only saying this once. Anyone who's fine with Trump completely killing the immigration reform bill during Biden's presidency should not even begin to talk about the issues of illegal immigration and whether the other side is honest, because quite frankly, he's not. If you, as a anti-immigration person, let me rephrase that. If you really don't like illegal immigration, if you really want to curb that, and as well as curb legal immigration for whatever reason you believe, the bipartisan reform bill, the bipartisan border bill in 2024 specifically, that one was killed by Trump. That was previously championed by people like Mitch McConnell, who helped design the bill and then killed it because Trump said it was bad and it would allow 5,000 people in a day. No. The specific wording of that was there would be up to 5,000 people on average being if up to 5,000 people on average were being checked by people. They were being apprehended, and they have their encounters. It was an encounter specifically And if that reached 5,000 on average for an extended period of time, then they would just completely lock up. They would completely lock up and just deport people. Instead of deport or detain, screen deport. They would just kick people out. Like, honestly, like, whether you have an issue with it, I don't know. I feel like we should allow for more immigration and we should be a little bit more, I'd say, permissive. I think immigrations are indeed the backbone of the country to some degree, and that we ought to incentivize them coming in here to improve our economy and therefore our, like, livelihood and our standards for life, like yada yada, all the sort of shit. And then apparently it's an old talking point to say that Trump killed the bill, when it's very obvious Ted Cruz openly parroted the same talking points that Trump did. Mitch McConnell, who was once a champion of the bill, killed it once Trump was showing his opposition to it. This is obvious. This is true. No serious person really disagrees with this. It's obvious. The only reason why you disagree with that is because you don't want to engage with this this specific point, because you're wrong. You know you're wrong, but you are very much tied to the idea of Trump being the savior here. And this is what I point out here. I gave them all this spiel, Drone Tech wants to say Biden did nothing. Biden was a do-nothing president. He let the border fucking run rampant. Meanwhile, Title 42 was in effect until 2023, so that wouldn't even be possible, mind you. That wouldn't even be possible to do nothing, unless you just fucking try to kill it before then. It's like, we miss me with that, like, and all, like, this litany of shit that right here, I'm not going to reiterate it. Also, because there are two border bills in Congress that are attempted to, like, pass under the Biden presidency. There's one in 2021, one in 2024. There's clearly some effort in that Congress to, like, put something together. And also, he wanted to say, oh, there did need to be, like bipartisan legislation. That's crazy talk. When you tell me that you don't think it should be necessary for a bipartisan bill on policy to, like, go through Congress and that should be unilaterally decided by the president, you're a fucking authoritarian. You want a despot. You want the fucking dictator. You want one person dictating immigration policy. You want one person dictating tariff policy. He can't even do tariffs either. He's not even legally allowed to do that. But people just pretend that he has that power. And by people, I mean, no, people on the right. Countries have to kind of abide by the idea that he has power because they're afraid of him. Like, he's a fucking unstable lunatic. But, like, going back to the immigration shit, like, the idea that Biden did nothing for the border, despite having, like, a higher percentage of encounters with that ended in deportations than Trump, despite having several several million more deportations than Trump. This was encounters, whilst maintaining, like, a slightly higher percentage of like, people deported per encounter. And despite the multiple attempts to get bills through Congress, and even then, Biden had to issue executive orders after anyways. You had to. Because it was clear that Republicans weren't going to do that because it was all political. Like, all of that shit was just politics. Because Trump wanted to run on migration. Like, this is, again, obvious. The timeline makes sense. The motivations are all too clear. But Drone Tech is not an honest person. He's not. He is absolutely a dishonest freak. And honestly, like, he can continue to fucking dodge me. He can continue to pretend like he's correct. He can pretend. But it's not going to make him more correct here. Then we have this dumbass desert druid over here. This motherfucker doesn't even respond to me either. Fucking dumbass.
I just wanted to stop by. It makes sense. And then it'll turn out later, it's not what they said at all. They're like,
Okay, cool. And that brings.
American Jesus walk in the desert. Who the fuck is this guy? All he has is like 4 videos.
Hello, everybody. Jesus the Druid. It's nice. Are some losers in the Bible? Let's say that. There's.
Let's see. What the fuck? What else does he have? What else? Yeah, he fucking retweets Pentuple. That's very good. Very interesting. Very fucking interesting here. All this right here. Ugh. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm fucking crazy. Yeah, no. This guy seems to be on the right. Yeah, no. This guy said some dumb shit too. This is what I'm saying. Like, it's like, oh, like I don't fucking like ICE rounding up people with no regard for due process. So you enjoy criminals? This is like saying, I like waffles. Oh, so you fucking hate pancakes? Like that shit. That's the level we are on. And it is deranged as fuck. Stupid. It's dumb. I hate it. I fucking hate it. People are gay. Okay. Do I even want to continue playing this game right now? I'm just fucking chatting. I'm just talking. I think I just want to play the game. I'm gonna find a video to play, and I'm just gonna play the game, and I'm gonna have my little commentary yap moment. I think I'm good. I've gotten all the bullshit out that I wanted to say.
Did you know that in World of Warcraft there was...
So what's going on with the Raging Tomatoes? What's she doing right
Whatever
now,
you'd like to call them. And I come in with it arms wide open, okay? I
She's
love movies.
chilling. I'm not. There's no panel or anything to get on, so I'm not gonna care. Did I drink all my water already? Fuck. Oh wait, hold up. Hold up. Oh wait. There's a new song on the block here. Hold on. Fuck. Oh, not clips. That it's fucking clips. There we go. There's a new fucking clip song now.
This is called.
No, I thought there was. Whips and wait clips.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Here we go. All right. Yeah. Wait. Hold on. We'll just go back. We'll go into this. There we go. Is this it?
Uncle said, nigga, you must be sick. All you talk about is just get rich. Choke my neck, nigga, and ice my bitch. Beat the system with chains and whips.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh, Uncle said you must be sick. All you talk about is just getting rich. Choke my neck and ice my bitch. Beat the system with chains and whips. Oh my, that's a fucking statement right there. That is some bars actually. Like he's saying, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna beat the system with money. I'm gonna get rich and beat the system. But you know what? Fuck it. That's hard. That's hard as shit. That is hard as shit. Okay, let's keep listening. These are some bars.
You run from the spirit of repossession. Too much enamel covers your necklace. I buy bitches, you buy them sections. You buy watches, I buy collections.
Okay,
Misery's fueling your aggression.
some flex bars.
Jealousy's turned into obsession. Reality TV is mud wrestling. Some sign checks I know better than. Beware of my name that there's delicate. You know I know where you're delicate. Crush you to pieces, I hum a breath of it. I will close your heaven for the hell of it.
Oh.
You think it'd be valor amongst veterans? I'm watching your fame escape relevance.
Oh no. I think these are subliminals towards like Drake. Holy shit.
We all in a room, but here's the elephant.
Oh.
You chasing a feature out of your element. And those lab diamonds under inspection. The question marks block your blessings. It's no tombstones in the desert. I know by now you get the message.
Oh no. Oh no. This has to be about Drake.
Uncle said, nigga, you must be sick. All you talk about
Okay, this is a good one. This is a good
Choke
one.
my neck, nigga, and ice my bitch. Beat the system with chains and whips. It don't take much to put two and two. Your lucky streak is now losing you. Money's dried up like a cuticle. You're gasping for air now. It's beautiful. John 10:10, that's my.
Hold on. John 10:10. Let me look this up real quick. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. Oh. Oof. That's okay. Interesting bars actually.
My usual mamas is falling out in funerals and bomb and blow. They now viewing you. They never find the guns, but the sewers do. Bubbles was sick, he need medicine. Brought him back to life.
Okay,
Now
what's he
he's dead
talking about
again.
actually? Wait, hold on. Mama's falling out in funerals, enameled and bloat. Now they viewing you. They never find the guns, but the sewers do. Bubbles was sick. He need medicine. I don't know enough about this shit to give great commentary. God damn. Okay. Brought him back to life. Now he's dead again. Like, is this talking about Drake? Maybe like I don't know. I feel like I don't know. A lot of this is gonna be in the context of Drake. Maybe is it what's his face? Why am I blanking out? Travis Scott. Maybe it's Travis Scott. Maybe Kanye. Wait, maybe it's Kanye? I don't know. I'm gonna need someone to fucking
Just a million trapped between skeletons.
Oh.
This the darkest that I ever been.
Just a million trapped between skeletons. Ooh. In his closet, maybe? Oh my.
The diamonds make you taste peppermint. You ain't driving the snow like it's the Revenant. And send orders back down to keep shoveling. Uncle said, nigga, you must be sick. All you talk about is just get rich. Choke my neck, nigga, and
I don't
my
have.
bitch. Beat the system with chains and whips. I'm not the candidate to vibe with.
Here we go.
I don't fuck with the kumbaya shit. All that talent must be God sent. I send your ass back to the cosmics. The things I seen under my eyelids. Kaleidoscope dreams, murder and sirens. Let's be clear, hip hop died again. Half of my profits may go to Rakim. How many Judases that let me down?
Oh boy. He's calling out other people. The things I see under my eyelids, kaleidoscope dreams, murders, and sirens. Let's be clear, hip hop died again. I wonder if he's talking about the loss or the fucking the Drake shit, but also the lawsuits.
But fuck it, the West Minds, we right now. Therapy showed me how to open up. It also showed me I don't give a fuck. The two-time Gemini with the genocide. I'm generous, however you want it. I'll be the gentle kind.
Like, here Kendrick is just saying, you know what, like, therapy showed me how to like open up my emotions, but also like I just don't care. Fuck it. Like, he's just gonna spit. And I kind of like this. He's kind of unhinged, but it's cool.
Gentlemen and gangsters connect. The agenda her mind. Move niggas up out of here. This shit get gentrified. Heavy jeans like Genevieve's. I drop your Pentagon and show up at your gender reveal and tell them give me mine.
Oh god. Oh, this is. Oh, I dropped your oh my.
Son niggas, I am the general. Where my gin and juice? Every song in the book of Genesis. Let the sonics boom. Niggas want the tea on me. Well, here's the ginger root. I generate residuals, bitch. Get off my genitals. Say I couldn't reach Gen Z. You fucking dickhead.
Oh my god. Oh, I gotta every song the book of Genesis. Oh, it's like it's all the beginning. Oh my god. Let the sonics boom. They don't want the tea on me. Well, here's the ginger root. Oh, ginger root. It's a component. It can be in a component in tea. Like you're getting to the root of the problem. Oh my god. The lyrics I can't understand like off the bat. It's like, god, that's art right there. That's fucking art. I generate like here's the fucking tea. I generate residuals. Get off my genitals. It's like, here's the fucking tea. I just make money. I make money off my songs. They said I couldn't reach Gen Z. Like, this is like calling out the people that say like Drake or that Drake is kind of like preaching to Gen Z. Like, he's the kind of the only person. The Travis Scotts, all the, I don't know if not mumble rappers, but some of the more like kind of rappers for vibes type thing. The commercialized rappers are kind of the only ones that can reach Gen Z. Like here's Kendrick saying, "Nah, I can fucking reach them."
Residuals, bitch, get off my genitals. They say I couldn't reach Gen Z. You fucking dickhead, you must be full of that ginseng. Here comes the jinx, yeah. They genetics been synthetic, screaming they genius. A finger wave, they all fall. Niggas is Jenga. God gave me light, a good year full of free will. Trunk card, tell me not to spare your life.
You must be full of that ginseng. Here comes the jinx. They genetics been synthetic, screaming they jinx. Oh yeah, he's talking about all the people at the top right now. Like this right here is talking about people like Travis Scott, Drake, all them, like especially Drake right now, and fucking maybe not Travis Scott. God damn it, who's the other part of the big three? I'm blanking out. Mr. Why am I? I'm gonna I'm gonna actually. Why am I blanking out here? I'm gonna go crazy. I'm just gonna completely forget. It was it was J. Cole. This is talking about J. Cole, but mostly Drake and mainly Drake here. Like all of your fucking talent is synthetic. Screaming your genius and finger wave, they all fall. They're falling like they're Jenga pieces. They're all falling because it's all loose foundations and poorly constructed. Oh my god. I can't fully articulate how crazy this is. It's a good verse. That's a verse. That is a verse right there. I'm not gonna lie. That's a fucking verse. That is a verse if I've ever seen one, and I fuck with it. I fuck with it heavy. Good shit. But now let's you know what? Let's go back to Dune real quick. I'm gonna figure out what fucking video I wanted to. There's got to be something that'll take like a few hours that I can just vibe to. Wait, it's the full album? Wait. They fucking released the full album. That's why. Oh, it's in an hour. It's in an hour. I'm probably gonna end stream by that time, actually. Holy shit.
But before I lose my train of thought.
Pretty much like remembers and lives in that time where everybody, you know, knew him as the crybaby and Drake fans is bad. It's not good.
Oh, wait. There's fucking debates between Fantano and a Drake stan. That's kind of funny. I might listen to that
Makes it
too.
a good ass song.
Oh, this is so good. What else can I talk about today? What else do I want to talk about? Is there really anything that I want to talk about? I mean, I'm sitting at like 3 hours. I don't know. I said I was going to go for much longer, but I don't have much. I don't have any fucking viewers, dude. This is great. Damn. I ran out of steam, bruh. It's kind of rough. Ah, fuck. Dude. I might just hop off stream, actually. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm kind of ready. I'm ready to fucking dip. Unless is Resi talking about anything. Is Resivere streaming? Maybe I could fucking milk him for, yep, he is. Who's he talking to? Or talking about?
Safe space, political friendly motherfuckers, throw out, the larger we become. And we're gonna be a
Okay, I
problem.
don't care.
Even last too long.
Kid not kin, maybe?
Caught on tape saying, I threatened to bomb Moscow or I threatened to bomb Beijing. It would, I mean, people would be saying impeachment, of course, because it's like, this guy's unhinged. You have a totally unhinged leader who's threatening World War III casually.
Yep. Conservatives.
Gravity of what they're saying, right? And it just shows like you're not fit. You're in no position to lead the country. when you're this casual and nonchalant and
You're a bad leader.
willy-nilly about starting World War III. And I haven't said all that. Maybe he's just lying because he lies all the time. But
What about KOE?
Only good, as long as time shall be. But keep in mind, God's Hall of Fame is for eternity. To have your name inscribed up there is greater, yes, by far.
All right, I don't care. I don't care about his Jesus talk. I'm out of it. Yeah. There's. You know what? I'm good. I'm fine. I think I've gotten everything that I wanted out of this stream for now. One day I will have I'm gonna make a link tree and shit. I'm gonna have pretty much everything that every fucking link that I need up there. And we're gonna see how this works. We're gonna see. Yeah, no, that's it. I've got nothing better to say. I've got nothing more really to talk about. I'm good. I had my time in the spotlight. I'm good to fucking dip here. So, you know what? Have a good night, everyone. Remember, tip your waitresses and, wait, you're back from Rubble? God damn, I was about to fucking end Streamtron. Cunt. I was this close. I've run out of steam for like my I've yapped myself out of energy for the most part. Yeah, the wick panel is done, so I have nothing else to mold about. Had I learned to read, that would be cool too. I forgot to do a specific fucking I forgot to hit the little wick button to let me into the server, and that's how I realized it's like too late. I'm like, God damn it. Sometimes I get too entranced in the mold, and that happens. But yeah, and then I will listen to one of the new Clips album songs, Chains and Whips. That was cool. Yeah, I don't know. I literally have nothing else to talk about at the moment, and I just also get distracted by trying to figure out some background content to listen to and maybe commentate on. But anyways, yeah, Tron, I am hopping off for the night. So, yeah, have a good night. You came in a little too late. Yeah. You got to do short stream on YouTube. Here's the thing. I only have 2 slots on Restream, and one of them's on Twitch, the other is YouTube. I could do like the short stream. Like, it is easy growth, yeah. But like, do I want to spend the money to do that? Especially if I'm not engaging with it consistently. Like, that's the thing. Like, I would also have to set up a whole like short stream little like thing there. Like, I would have to figure that out, which it's the easy part, but do I want to spend the money? Maybe not. I don't know. I'll have to mull it over. And then also have to not be fucking lazy about making content. I've got to just throw it. I've got to pile it all up, throw it together. Burp. Yeah. Just do Twitch and YouTube short. I want to do like the fucking full view YouTube though. I don't want to get rid of that. Maybe I will. I can just have a I don't know. Maybe I would do that for like maybe debate streams. That might be the route I go. And I just throw people in for calls and shit. Maybe I get like a VoIP and yeah, blah 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 blah. Yeah, all that jazz. But we will see. We will. That is not a answer for. That's not something I'm gonna answer for today. And plus, I kind of want to listen to the new Clips album when it comes out, because I'm right now I'm whoring out for fucking rap drama. So that's my slop. Anyways, have a good night, Tron. You can always fucking DM me too. Like, I've got Discord. I think you know where I'm at. You can also message me in Sans Discord. And also, I'm just gonna make my own too. Again, at some point. Again, too lazy. Like, all of this is just, I don't want to do it right now. But eventually I will get the motivation. I'll fucking upload a storm. I still have to upload my entire Flat Earth arc too. I have to do that too. The little mini arc there. And just show all the fucking bullshit going on. And that other fucking turf debate too. God, oh, there's so much content I need to fucking upload. I'm like stunting myself by not uploading all this. But such is life. Anyways, have a good night. You know what? Actually, hold on. I can pair channels. No. You know what I'm gonna do? No, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get into anything. Or not get into anything, but get... I'm not gonna fucking do that. Anyways,